Wow. Okay, now it works. Why cucumber? What does cucumber mean? Can I learn? May I learn, please? Why you say cucumber? Is there something about cucumber that I should know? Well, bisa learn. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I don't know, just cucumber. Oh, okay. Cucumber delicious. I wouldn't really agree. I mean, I do like cucumber. If it's cucumber salad, the one they make with the soy sauce, and sugar, and pepper, and like they marinated. Cucumber marinated or cucumbers like sauced, pretty nice. But by itself, I'm not the biggest fan. It's good in sushi because it's fresh and it's crunchy. And they like scoop up the bitter part, so I do like that one. Also, cucumber water sounds so good right now. I got to start making some cucumber. You shall, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan. One other way I like eating cucumbers are, I don't know if people do this normally, but my father taught me this trick. So, Turkish breakfast again, similar to I guess what people know as Balkan breakfast, not exactly, but you'll eat a lot of vegetables raw, cucumbers, tomatoes, and such. There's a lot of things on your table, and for cucumbers, because I don't like them by themselves, if you dip them in honey, they actually taste pretty good. Dipped in honey cucumbers actually taste pretty good. I wonder, tatiki. What is that? Tatiki? Let me check. I made myself hungry. I'm hungry. I don't even know what that is. Let me see. Tatsuki? Tatsuki? Tatsuki. It is. Oh, jajik. Ah. You guys have jajik? Yeah. So it's basically jajik, but you guys don't put a lot of water in it. Okay, I see. You guys usually use it like a dip. If you put water in that shit, it becomes jajik. In Turkish. Okay, it is a dip. We don't really put lemon juice on ours though. If you put again water in that shit, that's gonna become jajik. I like apples cotton honey, but never cucumbers. I'm not the biggest fan of apples either. Apple aftertaste, but not that, even after the texture it leaves. I'm not the biggest fan. But yeah, it is quite fun. Since cucumbers don't really have a lot of flavors, it tastes good. I think I don't really like overly sweet things, and it balances that, like, plain watery things out pretty good. And since cucumbers, when I eat them, they are usually like chilled. I don't know. I like a little chilled sweet treat. Okay. So I'm gonna of course go into the game and we're gonna play the game. But let me talk and then first as always. So after like yesterday's stream, I again checked my Discord messages because I asked people about the collab and stuff. We said we'll do it on Wednesday for you guys. Wednesday for you guys. It's gonna be Thursday for me, I think. We still didn't set on the exact hour, and I'm again not gonna promise if anyone's going to come or not, but we're gonna be three people in total, and Sapphire and Coffee said they will come, so yeah. If nothing goes wrong, we should be having another collab on Wednesday for you guys, Thursday probably, around Wednesday and Thursday for me. I love how we're sending a random emoji recall this entire conversation. Since technically it didn't start. Yeah. Shepard is coming. I think one thing else, I don't wanna say the exact details because I don't know. But one person added me to an SMP Discord for Minecraft. And it's I don't think every detail is set yet, but I might join a VTuber SMP. So if I don't know how it will go if I join. I heard from them because we talked a little bit that they joined a lot of SMPs before, and it like people were not active and it didn't really go anywhere. So maybe it's another one of those experiences for them. It's gonna be the first experience for me, so we will see. If I join, I will try to be active. The word SMP is so sparingly. Don't turn into a child like her, Mavis. I promise I won't. I'm coming up to Exipar is a delicious name. Right. I agree. Delicious name. Very nom name. Very tasty name. Yeah. So I have at least one car on the way. Hey, yeah, great. I hope it doesn't. Actually, you know, it would be so cool if that day we hit like 500. 500, we are so close. It will be so cool if we hit that thing, that number. Okay, like the stream by the way. But yeah, I will see y'all on Wednesday for that stream, and I because of that or like the SMP thing, again the person, I don't want to exactly say the name even though I don't think it's a problem because I like they don't say anything about sharing the details and such. Open the what is it called, the word, the server yesterday, and I was on that server because they were like, let's try, pop in and look around per se at all. I was on that server around for I think 2 hours, so I went to sleep way late. Yeah, it was close to 8 a.m. for me. Sounds yummy, bro. Ever thought about eating a sapphire or rock soda matter? Nah, I don't have a pika. What is a pika? Pika? What is a pika? I think sapphire, you know what? Talking about eating rocks, not exactly rocks, but those like gem candies where they make it out of jelly and they dry it out and it's like crisp outside. They look so good. I really wanna try one. I know they probably don't taste much, but the texture of it really gets me. It looks so amazing. I feel like if I bit into it, I will fall in love because of the texture. Pika is a disorder in which you want to eat non-edible things, mostly like sand or rocks. No as eating. I see. Is as edible. Now let's go here. Let's go here. Before derailing this conversation more, and I need to open the audio. Video guys, miss game. Okay, configuration. Oh shit, it's too loud. Okay, too loud for me. Like not. Maybe it's not too loud for you. Okay, let's check. Is personal can confirm. Hell yeah. Yeah, so see it in the chat. Alright. How is the audio for you? Is it good? Is it too loud, too quiet? Picture is everything, honestly. Not everything, but it can be so much. It can be so much. Hmm. We just started like, no, we won't derail it that much during the game. We're still in the child phase. How can we derail it? No, no, no. Okay. Oh, good. I don't know why. Whenever someone says, oh, they're good, I always make it just a tad bit more louder, which doesn't really make sense. But I'm like, nope, not enough louder, I guess. A little bit louder, please. Okay. Sorry about not trust. I mean, it's not trusting. I don't know. Again, I am always scared of it being too quiet because it becomes so fucking awkward if it's too quiet. I think whenever I go back to my streams and when I watch them, if I'm watching them, and they're too quiet, I'm like, damn, that was too awkward. Mm. Okay, game. What? Let me go here. We played this at May. Okay. January, February, March, April, May, 3rd, June. Oh, it's been a while. Okay, we have 3 of them. Also, maybe this was the last one. This might be the last one. Oh, question. Since you guys know, if I say and then summer ended, are we going to get another like child, this age group thing? What is it called? Not cutscene, but something to play. Are we going to get another part, like a memory part for that, or no? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna do 2 today, and I will do 1 of the memories and then ending the summer the next stream. If we trust in chat is probably right. Oh my god, you'll get chapter ending part. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's specifically do 2. I mean, I'll like to continue on, but to be honest, I'm extremely tired because of yesterday still. And yeah, I mean, it's my fault, I guess. It's my fault that I streamed for almost 6 hours of Isaac. But it was so fun. And then I play Minecraft. I didn't really play Minecraft. You guys, I want you to what is it called? Wait, I'm trying to remember. I wanted you to guess what I did the moment I hopped in the Minecraft server and what I did for the remaining 2 hours. Consequences of your actions, yes. Okay, I'm hoping we will get through 2 of them today, and then 2 of the 1 chapter ending, and then 1 memory the other stream. Do we get to see our new boy, how he looks now after I ended? Okay, I hope that's the case. And by the way, choose which one. We should go for grown-up library or course. This may have only 3, I guess. You just choose for me, please. Just choose for me, yeah. We'll pray to houses, I'm guessing. No. No, sir, no. But in order, in hopes of building pretty houses, I did what I did in my first Minecraft stream. And I looked for cherry blossom trees for 2 hours straight, and I couldn't find them. So that was amazing. I was like, I'm thankful. the moment I dropped into the fucking thing, get lots of cherry blossoms. Of course. Okay, we will do those. Oh, actually, can we make? Is Bisa chat in the chat because I want to wait, make you guys play a little short game right now before we start, okay? Before we start, I'm gonna make you guys play a little short game. Let me get that. So it's very short, don't worry, it's not an actual game. I'm gonna show you a sketch of two characters, like first one and then the other. And I want you to tell if it's a twink or not. If we are playing twink or not, okay? I wanted to do this like a few days ago, but I keep forgetting. Where is that? What about? I hope it doesn't show both of them at the same time. Ow, shock. What? Okay, it's gonna cover me. Well, I guess it's fine. Viewers become gamers. Yes, yes. Okay, are you guys ready? Ready? Twink or not? Twink or not, chat? Answer. Great. Not a twink. We got not a twink. You give me the reason. Give me the answer. Twunk maybe. Switch. Double switch to a twink. It doesn't mean bottom twink. It's about the look. Wait, twink. Yes. Okay. Great answer. I didn't expect a twink answer. But that's not fair, That's not fair. I asked twink or not. Anyways, there was two answers you could give, and you didn't give it. Okay, of course, we have a more twinky one. Of course, we have a more twinky one now beside him. Beside him. Now I put him beside him. What do you think is the thing? Wait, no. I can't. Everyone I draw looks like a twink. He's not supposed to. The first guy is not supposed to be a twink. But look at his like fucking mouth. Look at his lips. He's so twink and he's not supposed to be a twink. Anyways, look at them. I have to try to make him a or not twink. Wait, now they are both twink. No, he's not supposed to be twink. Maybe if I draw him with a bigger body, he will look less twink. No. The right one is definitely twink. The right one is the right one is correctly the twink. Yeah. If there has to be only one twink in the relationship. Well, I always feel so sad because I can't figure out how to make I guess I like them pretty boys, and so I draw them pretty boys, and when I draw them pretty boys, they kind of turn out more twinky. Twinky? I don't know, man. It's troublesome. I shall get better at not drawing twinks. So yeah, look at that. Are you curious about this story? You should not be. It's so fun. Okay. It's a webtoon. I have a webtoon idea for them, and it's about cheating. So not fun. We shall close the pretty boys. To be fair, I think the turtle as left wants to incomes. You are so right, but I don't like tight clothes. I guess I don't know, man. I figured out. It's a simple sketch, I did it in I guess I was listening to a lecture when I drew this. It's a redraw. It's not the original one. Just I had two of these people's profiles drawn as sketches, in my tablet, and whenever I came across it, I was always ew, like ew, that looks horrible. So I don't know, let me redraw that, and it took me around like I don't know 10 minutes later. So it's a simplification. So it's okay. They don't look amazing, and they both look like twigs. Well, pretty boys if I guess them being twig for the okay. Let's continue. Thank you for playing Twink Wars with me. If anyone else comes to the chat, I'm gonna ask them again because I'm like that. Okay, let's continue now. We should go, so we shall go with ghost. The night was incredibly still. You really couldn't ignore how silent it was. It was almost eerie. You could even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room over. It was hard to believe how much of a blur today was. Summer sure did slip right past you. You flicked through the moments like pages in a scrapbook as you laid in bed. The ones that stuck out all seemed to include your new neighbor, Cole. It was funny how we had become such a big part of your life in such a short span of time. You thought a lot about what adventures you could have tomorrow until sleep started to catch up to you. Then you heard something scrape against the window. It wasn't that uncommon for the wind to push a tree branch against the glass. Summer breezes were the worst sometimes. But the more you tried to ignore it, the louder it seemed like it became. It was like something was trying to get your attention. You lifted your head off the pillow to get a better look. Nothing was there. Nothing you could see, at least. Oh, that's right. Wait. Twink or twink? To win? To win? To win none? To be twink or to... Oh, I don't know. Twink or not? Twink or not? That's right. You just went back to bed. It was only imagination. You had to investigate the mysterious sound. It was too creepy to ignore. I usually go back to bed. I went back to bed, and like even if I'm scared enough, I will go back to bed because I don't know. I guess it's not good to give your energy to things that you scare you spiritually. That I learned from my witch friends. If you want them to not disturb if there is actually something that is disturbing, and if you don't want them to not disturb you, just go ignore them. So imagination. I tried again. I mean, as a child, I wouldn't do that either because like it's just gonna get me more paranoid. You tried to again to close your eyes and go to sleep, but the unknown scratching sounds didn't stop. Consumer is playing Payday. What is Payday? Okay, I'm sorry. I get notifications and it distracts me. It distracts me. It's stupid. I close that. This is the part where it becomes a horror RPG. Imagine. Does it? Oh yeah, that would be nah. I have a feeling you guys would tell me, but the unknown scratching sounds didn't stop. It left your heart pounding. You couldn't ignore it anymore. You had to check it out. You went what? Talk to your moms about it? No way. No one can catch me talking about my fears. No. I had to check it out. You practically jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs to go outside. As a child, I would have immediately come to investigate. That's crazy. That's so American of you, not gonna lie. That's so American of I was a very skeptic child. So if something scared me, the thing I did was always there has to be a reason to it. I don't have to know the reason. The thing is about like scary things, I think as a child, rather than being scared of ghosts, which I again like in middle school or something, after hearing Bloody Mary, even though I didn't believe it, I was very scared of Bloody Mary and like not Bloody Mary, but looking at mirrors. Um, I didn't look at my reflection for a long time. I usually were more scared of like serial killer type of guys, and um, we had some like serial killers that lived in our city. It's a weird thing to say. I like my friends will talk about the rumors, but the serial killers I learned after long years that like they were active like long before I was alive or something like that. So it wasn't a recent thing, but I just knew there was like confirmed serial killers that roamed around the city that I lived in, and they were known to just walk into people's houses and screw people's brains with a hammer, put screws in people's heads with a hammer or something like that. So I was like, scared of that one. If I'm gonna go investigate, I'm probably not gonna see ghost, but I might come across a crazy person, and I don't want to come across a crazy person. So yeah, and I can't even say exactly because I'm skeptic. Me and my brother were ghost hunters. We actually saw that the ghosts. It seemed like we were the only ones who saw them. I never saw shit like that. I'm like, again, if there's something spiritual in this world, I am very close with close. I don't have any senses of that. I don't understand. And I never saw things like that. So not me. You practically jumped out of the bed and crept downstairs to go outside. Your moms were still awake. They stayed up so late it seemed. Luckily they were watching TV and didn't hear the soft click of front door opening as you slipped past. You looked around the neighborhood for a few seconds, checking over each individual house. It looked normal, but it didn't feel that way. You knew you weren't supposed to be out here right now. It was exhilarating. It scared you. Oh, it scared me. I'm so scared right now I can't piss my pants. I shall not though. You didn't know what had come over you. If something bad happened, no one would know where you had gone, and the thought of that made your stomach tighten in fear. The ease with which you had slipped out only served to make you feel worse. Your mom still need to be vigilant, because they had trusted you not to do exactly what you were doing. Mavis? Hello! Oh my god! Look at the little sweater! Ah, oh, so cute! I love the colors. I love sweaters. Ooh. Okay. Book little sheep, yes. Book little sheep. I was an easy to scare kid, I think. Not so easy, but easy to scare kid. I was never extremely scared of like ghosts and stuff or like those kind of things. I know people again were scared of the demons. Is it called demons? Again in Turkish, is it? I guess you guys call it jinn. Jinn? No, we call it jinn, but there's something similar to, demonic spirits. People were very scared, and they will say chapli, which means it's three symbol word or something like that. And I was never scared of those. I was like never scared of people trying to. I guess I remember specifically for some reason in elementary school, people try to summon ghosts and stuff or like talk with ghosts and stuff. And I guess in middle school a few times that happened too. And I was never really in that group, but that like never again one thing that never scared me. One of them things that never scared me was those, but like horror stories, like serial killers, or but I remember one person said they saw a news. What not news? They saw what's it called? News on the they saw something on the news, and it was about a spider who bit someone's foot, and in 1 hour their foot basically um um rotted, and they had to cut it off. And the next day they looked at their shoes, and because they were scared, and they saw that spider and it ran away. And like those kind of stories always scare me. I'm like, oh, because I was so again gullible, and I am still a gullible person, but as a child especially, I didn't see why people would lie to you, and I was really gullible, and I will believe those kind of things. I will be really scared, and I will call my mother and father, and I'll be like, oh no, there is this spider we should be careful about. And they will get mad because they knew that the other kids were messing with us and scaring us for no reason. And they will be like, do not ever talk with that kid again, I don't like that kid. And we would go talk to the same kids. So yeah. You twitch at the sudden cold, immediately calming down upon seeing Cole walking up to you. It was strange, and yet also completely normal to have him appear like this right now. What are you doing? I saw you standing around in the middle of the street from my window. You were sleeping either? Why not? Cole turned up his lips to smile, almost as if he were amused by the question. Because... We hear a white noise, usually mad. Because what? Because what? Because I wasn't. His tone was irritated now. That wasn't really fair, since he hadn't given you a proper answer the first time, or the second for that matter. Why aren't you sleeping? You weren't even in your house. Tempting as it was to turn his technique back on him, you decided to lead by example and show him what a real answer looked like. There was a strange noise coming from outside. I came to check it out. You heard it too? Cobb hesitated for a moment, looking down the street before his aquamarine eyes fell on you again. Did it scare you? Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, or a little. I made a little kinda girl. A little. Nothing scares me fully. I never understood lying as an enjoyable pastime. I understood lying as an enjoyable as pastime as an adult. I understood that. But you know, there's different kind of lying, I guess. You know, jokey lying situations. It's just, you know, it's not good to scare people. It's not good to laugh at people's fears and shit, but sometimes can be funny. But yeah, I mean, I guess they were children, I don't know. Maybe they were looking for attention, they not messing with us. And it wasn't just us, you know, it wasn't just me and my sister. We would usually like talk about these stories with like 6 or 7 kids around. So it was very like they will just get into this storytelling mode, and they will tell stories, and it was a very attention grabbing thing. And I'm assuming they just did it for attention, not exactly to scare someone. So, you know, kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. I don't really mind that. If it's not really harmful, which I even think, like, I don't think I understand that, like, my mom and dad get like, why will they not like people lying about or like exaggerating things, scare things to us, because they probably didn't like us being scared of nothing. But at the same time, we were never like, I was never like, you know, not able to sleep 3 days straight because of that serial killer story, or like not able to wear any shoes or like I was very scared to go outside or something like that. It never affected me that much. It was only a momentary thing that was in my head, and then because I was a kid, it would just, you know, fly away. And I to be honest, I don't think it was a big deal. I'm not mad at kids that lie to me about like that shit. You know, go ahead, tell your story, be a good storyteller. I don't mind it. You know, let your imagination speak to other kids. I really don't mind it. Me too. I feel better that you are here. Me too. Kobe delicately smiled at that. Kobe even chuckled a bit. It was nice that both felt the same way about things. I was kind of wondering if it was the wind, but what if it's not? What if it's a person? What if it's something that's not a person? The unsettling noise suddenly rushed through the air, covering you flinch. Okay, it's the wind. It sounds even worse than before. You were about to agree. You were about to agree with him when the noise came yet again, tearing through the silent night. It had to be the wind, right? The two of you rapidly looked around, trying to find the source, but no avail. But to no avail, there was no sign of an answer to this puzzle. You thought that it could be anything. It could be a ghost. There's gotta be a regular reason for it. It could be anything. It could be a ghost. It could be anything. I should know. There's gotta be a regular reason for this again, where my mind goes immediately. He didn't believe in monsters or anything like that. That only meant that whatever was causing that noise had to be something much more real. You shuffled closer to the call, trying to stop yourself from shaking at the bad thoughts that were entering your mind. Hey, can you tell where it's coming from?
Not really.
Okay. Maybe call with your voiceover is real one. Not really. Oh yeah. You know, I was told by Sapphire that my voice sounds very lamb-like. Lamb-like voice. Hello. And I said hello, yeah. Because I'm a very lamb-like girl, I think. Oh my. It does. What is it? Lamb is like something like a sheep, right? Or like a small sheep, maybe? I don't know. Lamborghini? Lamborghini? Oh, hell yeah. Look at that thing. Oh, I bet it tastes so good, no? It does. Oh. Okay. We shall continue. I'll have to look more somewhere else. Maybe we'll see something. Okay, let's go. You cluster together as you walk the familiar streets of your neighborhood, drawing strength from each other's presence. Shadows cut corners and angles where you didn't expect them, distorting the features you saw every day. Noise came again, shrill and hard. It set your teeth on edge. The way it ground its way through you. Kostrad bobbed, his eyes glistened in the dim light. You see for a spot, you took a deep breath to calm yourself. Offering my hand as friends, scared friends. You really wanted to be there for him and wanted to show that your hand was left up for him to take. It was multiple were Lucy. There was a pause, but ultimately he accepted the offer. Oh, look at them, cute. His hand was really sweaty, but it didn't bother. Yeah, I will break his other hand. You were scared too, but being able to cover Ko was the most important thing right now. Ko shut his eyes and pressed his lips together. Your fingers locked around each other even tighter.
So...
Where do you wanna check? The park, the beach, the hills behind my house. I wanna go to the hills. Honestly. Babies, don't break him. I'm gonna break his other hand too. So he can be symmetrical. So he can match himself. As I should do. Okay. I feel I kinda wanna go to. Okay, is there any like visual that I will miss? As it called? Not CGI, cutscene kind of thing I will miss if I go to any other place. But I wanna go to the hills. It makes more sense if it's like coming from, you know, around your house, the noise to look behind your house. I believe it's just there. Okay. The hills behind my house. Yankov ascended the hill, lit only by the stars in the night sky. The wind rippled through the grass and ruffled your hair. Let me see. Hi all, I'm back from getting my stomach scratched open for bullying my kid. She was eating something in the sink, so I turned on. Oh, are you okay? I hope it's not bleeding. Take care of yourself down. Your cat. You should not let your cat get into the kitchen. I feel you should maybe close the door to that or something. Please be someone. The wind rippled through the grass and ruffled your hair. Without the sunlight to translate what you were saying, every bush in the distance looked like a creepy figure or towering monster. The noise was just as loud here as it was in your neighborhood, with just a little indication behind the cause. But you kept going forward. You ran away. I'm gonna keep going forward. You couldn't stop where you had already gone so far. You had to find out what was going on. The top of the hill was an excellent vantage point to survey the town from. Everything appeared normal. There was no out of place sign pinpointing the answer to this mystery. Without visible markers to guide your way, you suppose it was up to you and go to deduct the source of the sun. My kitchen is connected to the living room, so I can. There's no door to close. No. Kid only allowed in the bathroom from now on. No. Damn. How may someone stop their cat getting into the sink? I have no idea. Good luck with that ones. Good luck. Open concept. I love open concept living room kitchen situations. It's so comforting. I don't like kitchen being in another room. You know, I like being able to talk to people from living room when I cook, because I like cooking. My parents' house has a similar thing, open thingy. Without visible markers to guide your way, you suppose it was up to you and cook deduct the source of the sun. The hill had many great hiding places, and you intended to check them all. You upturned rocks, peered up trees, and rummaged in the thick grass for anything that might bring some closure on all this. You stuck close to Cove as you hunted for source of the noise, and the shrieking noise shook the air. Seeing you Misaki calmed your racing heart. Seeking to ease your nerves and put aside thoughts of what might be out on this dark, spooky night, you decided to strike up a conversation. Your search for a topic was more fruitful than your search for the noise. Your eyes fell on Cole's cast and you were instantly inspired. Have you broken any other bones?
No.
Oh. It turned out that wasn't much of an engaging topic for him after all. Everyone leg was actually 4 times, it was broken about 4 times cast. I never broke a bone. I sprained my ankle. Let's go with that. It's might mischievous at your injury claim. It's not the same thing. It still isn't good, but I still get cast. I guess so. That was the end of your injury discussion, but Cove's calmer mood elevated the bleak atmosphere like you hoped it would. Cove cast his eyes out to the darkness, feeling bolder. Does this make you feel strange? We were people who are weird noises at night and are out looking for what it is. It's like we are at the start of a book or a movie, and we're the main characters. Yeah. It's a horror story. It's a fantasy story. The world they found outside looked like their own, but it wasn't. They had stepped into another dimension without even knowing.
Really?
Yep, it's a dimension where everyone has been cursed to sleep until the monster making the noise is defeated. How are we going to defeat the monster? You'll find a magical source that can defeat the dreaded beast with one blow. Okay. Well, whatever the noise was, you were confident that you had established that it was not coming from the hill. Once you were satisfied nothing out of the ordinary was to be found on the hill, you had to consider your next step. Check the park through. The private playground was as empty as ever. You could just about hear the mysterious sound if you were quiet, but it had shimmered down to a whisper. Cole was practically shaking when he realized it had progressed far enough to reach you. He swallowed hard, but faced you with a determined face. My dad says, good detective work starts at home. He watches a lot of crime shows. Oh hell yeah, we have a true crime fan. Hmm, let me see. That's why I bully her when she jumped on the counter. I really want to bring up cat girls now because of last stream. But which cat girl do you want to bring up? You may bring up cat girls. You can add true thoughts on cat girls if you want. This is safe space for cat girl talk. Safe space, definitely. Oh, to be invited by characters watch crime show. Yeah, I would have to agree. To be invited. Midas says, good to take the ears. So maybe could be good to look closer. Okay. The two of you swept through the corridor of the park. No monkey bar, swimming or tire were unchecked. Oh, he was squatting on the ground, squinting at something in the sand. Intrigued, you checked over his shoulder so you could see too. Cobb had it in his open palm. Coiled inside was a length of a sparkly chain. Grains of sand embedded in the fine lengths. Lifting it up, it became apparent how this head came to be here. You will see braces and necklaces enough to recognize that the clasp which held it together had snapped. It's broken. It's silver. Werewolves hate silver. Other things too, I think. If this noise is caused by a monster, we can protect ourselves better. Yes, let's go with that. I don't wanna doubt my little guy. We are not gonna be assholes today. He went with our fucking fantasy situation. Yeah. He flashed the chain as it cracking a tiny web. I wonder if there's anything else we could use out there. Cobb considered his frowning. I grabbed some garlic before I left. His frown evolved into a skull. It probably would have worked. That doesn't have a real garlic. What? Real garlic? What do you mean by are there like fake garlic? Just imagine a cat girl I'm Visa's castration, like Japan counter 80 out of the cigarette getting absolutely done with one. Also clean. Like, please return race calls. Please, Cleve. Please. Return race calls. It probably would never. It gets fake garlic. It's little flakes in a jar. Not real balls. Balls. You have to cut up like mom uses. Flakes may be easier to use. It's still garlic still chopped up. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. From his begrudging tone, I have both of them, and I sometimes use both of them in the same recipe. I'm like, that's not enough garlic. Let me put some of that granule as well. Granule, I don't know if the same in English, probably not. We call it granule in Turkish. The flakes. I said I don't know, instead of an imaginary cat girl and Beatrice's cat situation. A cat girl. I like goofy cat girls. I like when cat girls act like cats more than humans. I think that's really cute. I mean, cat girls are, but you get my idea. You know, you get my idea. I don't want a full-on human human thoughts who just happen to have ears and tail. You know, I want animal instincts in my cat girls. I want animal instincts. From his bigger aging tongue, you could tell that he was still firmly on the side of the fresh garlic. You had exhausted places to search in parks. Straightening up, you mused over your next step. It's gone. But then you realized the noise, which had grown fainter and less frequent during your search, had died off completely. You and Cole shared puzzled looks, but neither of you had an answer for what had caused the mystery sound or made it go away. You yawned, leaning into the urge with exaggerated sleepiness, stretching out dramatically. I'm beat, let's go back. The night was still as you walked home. but not the usual background noise or the eerie whistle from before. You could hear every step you and Co made like a cop in a movie theater. The two of you came to a halt outside your front door. Never before had it looked so ominous. Looks like they haven't called the cops, so I'm probably alright. Do you see me out alone? Not sure. Second time. The person must be having sleepover. Lots of stuff on it. I think we are kinda, honestly, the way we have been acting up. Lots. I like being out there. Me too, it's not a big deal. You looked at the girl sheepishly, like recalling how frightened he had been up until just recently. Usually. Are you worried about getting caught?
No.
But so forthright that you believed him completely. But your dad, won't he get mad or sad if he catches you? He's never happy with oh, what are you do? Oh, I don't believe that. He looks like he's a retard. Lying here, I'm gonna lie. Oh, you don't know how to react now. I'm gonna, you know what? This is something I do, encouraging Ko to see, some people to see it more positively. But whenever I do it, I feel like an asshole because in reality, like sometimes when people do this to me, it feels like they are not listening to what I'm saying, and I always have more insight to my situation than most of the people, and feels dismissive, and I hate doing that. But sometimes I do it because I don't know. It feels like I don't wanna be all to me. I either do this or like don't know how to react. Sympathizing something I do too, but again, I feel like this is the worst thing, and I always do it. Unfortunately, not only I do it, and sympathizing is like the second worst. And I do this as well. Because it's not that sympathizing is a bad thing, but if you do it too much, it make it like so that topic becomes about you. It still feels very dismissive to me, especially like I like don't hate this when it happens to me, when people sympathize to me, but sometimes, like recently, I told you guys that I had heard that a friend was talking shit about me. Basically, we are no longer friends, and now my OCs are divorced. And I heard that from another friend, and I was sobbing, crying. And it's not because they were talking shit about me, but they were talking shit about, the something about the time that I ran away from home when I was very vulnerable and scared, and they had like really no empathy for me in that situation. And I was like, I can't believe I was friends with this friend, and I considered them to be close to me at one point in life, and it was really painful for me. And I was talking with the other friend on the phone, and like they kept saying that, but it's not about you, right? It's not about you, right? Like she hates everyone that is friends with me. That's not about you, right? And like I don't know, it made me at that point. Sometimes it's all about you, and sometimes it should be all about you. Come be nice to your father. It's hard because sometimes they are being negative, but sometimes they are right, and because you are definitely as seen as for dismissing it. That's very true. I hope that, like, again, I hope that if I'm close with someone and if I do any of these things, they know that I'm coming from a good place, and that what I am trying to do is, not just make them feel better, but try to understand the situation better, and be there for them as a friend. I hope they understand that. But again, sometimes it just feels very shitty. It's the sympathizing part, like being like, oh my god, no, it's because of me, it happens to me too, kind of thing. Really, like, Oh no, like you are not the one that is in the. I don't know. It really sometimes feels shitty to go through, but it's not against all the same time. Like if I went through bullying, and I'm talking about that, and if the other person is like, shit, I went through bullying too, and they speak about it, I'm like, cool. I don't see it as bad, but sometimes it sucks. You gotta really look into the situation. Look into the situation and say, hmm. But I'm not the best at reading social cues. So usually, if something like this is said, I am always like, oh, there's nothing I can really say that can make this good or that can sound good. And I sometimes try to inform the other people about that. I'm like, I don't know what to say or how to help. But I want to be there for it, kind of thing, because it is hard to navigate for me. Maybe I will one day find the solutions that I'm get better at it, but I am not the best at comforting. I could go on a whole rant about this, but step it into to the stream chat. No, I get you. It is something random. I don't know what to say. You sympathize. I'm gonna say, as a child, I will do this more often. But I feel that it was because I didn't have as much as empathy. I was like I dumped a few years ago. I haven't learned empathy, but I didn't have a lot of empathy to other people. So like I thought, I don't know. Maybe because of that, I'm not the biggest fan of this, because again, my childhood, my not knowing childhood self would always go for this. I say I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna know how to react. I know I'm definitely on the side of heart, siding with the vulnerable ones. So much that the blind situation is very likely. Yeah. Definitely that too. It is hard. It is hard to navigate. I'm most likely not gonna know how to react to that right now. Not knowing how to respond to you, went back to staring at your front door. Alright, I'm going in.
Bye.
Okay, good night. I'm so sorry. Good night, Cole. Thanks for coming with me tonight. I'm not sure I could have done it by myself. I want to go with you. You beamed at him. You turned the doorknob as slowly as clock's minutes hand, holding your breath for the telltale click of the clock. Then I shit opened. When all that happened was the door opening rather than blaring alarms that you feared, you melted with relief. Back inside your house, you were surprised to find your mom still watching TV. Way too still, it looked like they were on the same show as they were watching before you left. Yet you were positive you had been out investigating for hours. Perhaps you could use their distraction to your advantage. If you could just get up the stairs, you would be safe from suspicion. But how could you get there? Try to think that. You couldn't. I'm gonna walk nonchalantly. Yeah. Sometimes the best thing you could do was to hide in plain sight. You strode across the room in the direction of the staircase. Mavis? Your moms knew you were up, but they had no idea why. They abandoned the couch and dared show to hurry over. They were still in a state of surprise. You weren't yet surprised you weren't in trouble yet.
Are you okay?
What were you doing down there, sweetie? Did you have a bad dream? You didn't attach. I do not attention. The surprise gave way to concern, and the two shared a look.
Sweetie.
Honey? Mom took you by the hand and led you up the stairs. Whoop, your hand is cold. Why didn't you come over to us? I was supposed to be in the bed. Maybe you won't ever be in trouble for coming to us when you are frightened. We'd much rather you came to us than try to solve things all by yourself. Or praising me to feel bad. Okay, nervousness ate at you as you were tucked into bed. Your moms assumed that you're flushing in insistence on delivering under the covers. What? You're flushing and insistence on delivering under the covers was part of your fear and spoke to you softly until you calmed down enough to peep out from the underneath your sheets. What the hell? Maybe it's what I'm doing here. I live here, exactly. Just tell them you wanted some water. Um, the thing is, I don't trust Cole to be not to get caught. I don't trust that bitch. So I was like, I'm not lying. Lying. I mean, I guess not saying anything is kind of partially lying, but I'm not full on lying. You can catch me full on lying. I'm gonna get caught. Once your mom had left, you turned over the night's adventure in your mind. It was hard to believe that you'd really done it. It was harder still to believe that you'd gotten away with it. Even now, you have expected to caught someone. Perhaps you had left the door ajar or trailed somewhere they'd already swept out. You hoped that Cove had gotten home okay, though he hadn't been buried. Being told off was never fun. Wriggling down deeper underneath the sheets, your thoughts turned to the unsolved mystery. You and Cove had only just begun to scratch the surface of it. Maybe you'll solve it, and maybe you wouldn't. But what mattered was that you will share the experience with each other. You were still so energized by the night's excitement that you tossed and turned in bed for some time, thinking up the theories to share with Cole when you next saw him. Sleep eventually claimed you, but the adventure merely resumed in your dreams. The next morning proceeded most like usual, though your mom seemed to be giving extra consideration since finding you last night. You later learned Cove didn't end up in trouble for the nightly escapade either. It was unclear whether that was because his dad chose not to punish him or if Cove got away with it. It was amazing to you that it all worked out for you both. Yes, it's for the songs that started to sell. The adults around were convinced it was nothing more than the wind. For your imaginative mind, that wasn't nearly enough. How could they accept something so simple so easily? Maybe it would make more sense when you were grown up too. Hell yeah. That was fast. That one was fast. Thank goodness you are too young for the second option. What's the second option? What's the second what do you mean by that? Second option. Okay, why is my pants not working fully? Work, bitch. What second option? These are one of the that was famously short. I didn't know that. Okay, now we have 2 hours to waste on one of these. Which one are we going? Library or grown up? Library or grown up? For some reason, grown up doesn't excite me. It might be fun, but the word grown up doesn't. I don't like grown ups. Library is longer, I believe. Okay, so let's go with the library now. Is the end chapter Mavis and the summer, is that very long too? How long is that one? I'm having brain fart, I don't know what you mean. The co-option? Or we can grow up. What is the co-option? Well, let's go to the library. You see, you see Sunny Raj? Okay. Every year, the Sunset Bird Memorial Library had a summer reading program. Your moms and Lizzie were big fans of it. Mom and Mommy because it encouraged reading, and Lizzie because she could win prizes. When it came to what you thought of having to read a bunch of books and then going to the library with a competitor, Lizzie, you hated it. I don't know. Reading books, how old are we again? Are we 7 years old? Can we even read? But you learn reading in 6 years old, I think, in most of the places. So I'm not really sure. Oh, you loved it. You didn't care. You hated it. I mean, when I was smaller, I would love it, I think. And then in the teenage years, I would hate it, and now I wouldn't really care for it. Let's love it now. Each time it's been one of the highlights of your summer, and you'll never be shy about letting your parents know that. You and Lizzie went with Shiloh before, and this year you will bring Cove too. His dad had been so over the moon about Cove being included that he would ruin all four of you. You had never been in Cove's dad's car before. It seemed a lot shinier than your mom's. Yeah, he's the man. He's a man. He's a man with money. Of course, his car is a lot shinier than our mom's. He's a man. He's a cis man. What do you expect? Oh no. Seven should be good age for reading, I think. After herding the group inside, Mr. Holder gave you all a wide way with the arm that has string on it. Have fun, kids. Stay inside of the librarians, you hear? I wish I could watch you in action, but your poor old dad has to finish up some work.
I got it.
I'm sure that won't get in the way. Like, I'll probably hold your kids back. I can't wait until I learn about his job because I still don't know. There's pointedly no reply from his son over what was likely meant as only a joke, cause that seems to play a bit. I'll sing around again, and then this shining and shining. Yeah, you can go home now.
Aw.
I don't have to throw me out the door. Your sister, already in full competition, would cut him up. For once, Cole looked grateful she was there.
Come on!
We have to go find a table, Mr. Holdway. You can't talk to Cole. You can't talk to Cole after when we win. Okay, see you in about an hour. Have fun. Did I say that already? My advanced age is really catching up to me now.
Bye.
Oh, bye then. Bye, son. The four of you watched him shuffle out of the library, glancing over his shoulder at Cole more than once. Bye, Mr. Holden. Thank you for bringing us. Thanks, Lizzie. Okay. I don't know what you're taking me for. Are you copying Shiloh? Distracted, Cole was already glancing around the gigantic library. Hi, Mr. Holden. Right now, stop. No tossing over, Mr. Holden. No, Pedro. Hold yourself back. I want to go explore. What? I said I want to go look around to see what's in here. But the quiz starts soon. That's why we came. Why did the first sign of conflict? Shiloh's eyes started between Lizzie and Cole. And you can't leave without me, right? You don't need a bunch of people. Didn't you just say to stay with the librarians? You shouldn't go somewhere by yourself. Cole leveled an unimpressed stare at both of them, then his eyes met yours. You already know, baby boy, I'm coming with you. You already know.
Hey!
What are you looking at her? Mavis is with us. Mavis can come if she wants to. Go over to Cole. You walk over to Cole, averting your eyes from Lizzie. Sorry, sister. We have a new favorite person, sister. I'm so sorry, sister. Our beautiful sister and her shadow. Lizzie's so pretty. He is very pretty. Does he get a significant other too? Like the nurse that I forgot the name of. Does he get a significant other too? Does every single pretty man get a significant other in this game? Walk over to Cole, averting your eyes from Lizzie.
Seriously?
Yes. Cole looks surprised but happy at the same time. You talked about how much you enjoyed this on the ride over, so he probably had been expecting you to side with him. Oh, fine, let's go, Shiloh. Okay. Oh, the little Shiloh voice is so cute. Hello. Her arms folded. Your sister stand up. Shiloh had to rise to keep up with her. She cares a lot about that. Yeah, Lizzie gets really competitive. I can tell. We've been here a lot before. We could play hide and seek. Hide and seek, not explore. Yep, if I'm searching for you and you're searching for me, we really have to look at everything. You weren't entirely sure how effective that would be, but couldn't say he was totally wrong. I'll hide first. Decision made. Cole took all toward the back of the library. Okay, you already agreed to play with him instead, so you covered your face and waited for 10 seconds. When you looked up again, he was nowhere to be seen. Okay, can I see? You glance over toward where he went. Cove had no had much time to hide, but he was already invisible. The place you decided to check was, can I see it? Sorry, I don't think we can, right? I'm trying to see a green reflection. I don't think we can. Next to Peter Pan poster. I don't see Peter Pan poster. Beside the fairy tale display, behind the storage system, I'm gonna go to the fairy tale display. Near the older kids section, there was a display with a bunch of fancy-looking books. There were old copies of old stories. Leaning over the Hans Christian Andersen section, hand-resting on the glass above where the Little Mermaid and Thumbelina books were, you peered into a tiny corner. Thumbelina? I remember Thumbelina, but the Barbie version. No, I remember the normal version. I'm not really sure if I remember the original one fully. But the Barbie version, no, I don't remember that. I had a CD of it. Honestly, it was not the best Barbie movie, but it was something. I heard the people really didn't like it, but I really never considered that to be a Barbie movie because usually in Barbie movies, the main character, even if it's not named Barbie, it's Barbie. For Thumbelina, it was like a chibi Barbie, which made me feel like it was not Barbie originally, so I was there's a kind of reason too. Wow, there's a kind of reason too. Leaning over the Hans Christian Andersen section, yes, tiny corner, and there was Ghost leaving lost in thought. I didn't think you would find me so fast. Nice one. This is the first place I live. Potting, he dusts off his pants. Really? Really?
Okay.
Your turn now. I'm gonna cover my eyes and cut the temper silently. While Cove had his eyes secretly behind the palms of his hands, he went to go hide. Taller books. Stuff animals. Stuffed animals. I was like, fantasy section, no, stuffed animals is the thing. There was a place near the toddlers' books with lots of stuffed animals for kids to play with. A tiny section among the books of toys and bean bags was almost out of the sight if you didn't check closely. No, I feel like it's really not a good idea to have stuffed animals. I mean, you tell me, when a kid visits, me and my sister have a lot of stuffed animals because they are like, they have been since childhood our favorite kind of toys, and we don't want to give them up because even we don't play with them. Stuffed animals are stuffed animals. You don't have to play with them to have them. It's a comfort thing. It's a fun thing to have. It's a cute thing to have. It can be decoration or such. And whenever any kid comes to visit our place or parents' place, we always hide all of our stuffed animals, all of them. They will not, if they don't have the stuffed animals, they can be keychains with like little animals on them. We will hide all of them because if a kid sees that, any kid sees that, most like 90%, and touches that, they will be like, hey, can I have this now, please? Can I have this now, please? And I feel like they will probably, because kids don't really understand much, if they probably did, they wouldn't keep asking those kind of questions. I feel like in a library situation, that will happen again. That like people will like the moment they like a stuff, they will like, can I have this one? Let me see. I think that was one of the movies I saw the least of, honestly. What movies? Dude, hiding in the Barbie, giant stuffed animals. Yeah, me too. What's your favorite? Did I ask this question before? If any of you watch Barbie movies, the old ones, the better ones, what's your favorite one? Okay, the hiding giant stuffed animals. Animal pile at the library. Such memories, really? I never had a library like this. I could go in my childhood. I never saw stuffies in a library too, so not really, doesn't spark a lot of nostalgia for me. It's a perfect place to blend, and for a little while you would did just that. Unfortunately, all the stuffed animals were also your downfall. As soon as you took a breath and leaned back, one of the press to talk sensors went off. Oh dear, I'm late for a very important thing. I'm late for what is this for? Like a super is it like a song that they sang? Like a super spy detective on the trail of a diabolical supervillain, which in this case was probably you, who was there as soon as the white rabbit started kicking. Wow, that's loud. Did this thing yelling give me away? Yep, there was nobody else over here. You saw it. I thought so. He wiggled in his spot far away from the rabbit and gestured for the rest of the library.
Alright.
It's my turn again. Start coding so I can go up get spot. Okay. Cloud darted off before you even had a chance to fully close your eyes. Well, Mrs. B. Then the time was up. It was long now, again. There were still a lot of good places to start, so you figured he was. Hit Detective Foster. Behind Willy Wonka's statue. Willy Wonka's statues? I'm gonna go look at the Christmas stuff. I'm missing. A child tried doing that, except they didn't ask, they just straight up snatched it. I let them play with it, but once it was time to leave, I asked for it back there first, and I just took it back. Yeah, I mean, you have to do that as a, I guess, adult, you know, or not adult, as someone who's not a kid. But it always feels shitty, so having to do it. I don't know. I don't know what kind of education you have to give your kids to tell them not to do that. I don't remember me being like that. I remember actually being horrified in those kind of situations. Like if I really like something, I said that. I was like, hey, I really like that. I think it's really cute. And the other person was like, do you wanna have it? I would usually feel so guilty. I was like, I was just, expressing my admiration for this little thing. I don't want to have it. I'm so sorry. I think I got one stuffy once like that from my aunt, but I'm not really sure. It might be my sister or our cousin. Our cousin really, our cousin that was around our age, smaller, younger than us. She was more prone to doing shit like that, which is why I love her. So she might have gotten that plushie. I think she did, and then like we ruined it in one day. I think we drew on it. Not we. I mean, again, I just remember. I don't know who did it. I remember someone getting a pen and drawing on it, and it was like a blue pen with blue ink. And then after that, we were like, oh shit, now it's drawn on. How are we going to fix this? And then one was like, oh, I know, let's use cologne, alcoholic hand sanitizer, but liquid, mostly liquid, to clean their face off. And the alcohol made it just, spread even worse, and the whole face was basically ink. Blue ink. So yeah, that plushie got ruined real fast, and I think then someone cut some place. Poor plushie. I mean, it was a small one, but poor plushie, man. The parents weren't happy, but I was a child and I did all the steps of being polite, so I wasn't gonna be bored. Hell yeah. Oh, the parent was not happy with you? That's crazy. That's crazy. I like people who wanted to get my stuff, and then I was like, I would be like, okay, have it. I'm letting you. You can have this one. And then their parents will be like, stop asking for people's stuff, and they won't let them have it. And I will feel guilty because I told them they could have it. But yeah, I shall stop being generous with kids. I don't know. Oh, okay, behind Willy Wonka's studio, Christmas. Library had left all their Christmas things out, tucked away in a corner for months. It was the perfect place to hide. And sure enough, oh, I am so good at this. I don't know if you'll find them in the first try, it always will. As soon as he crashed down and appeared behind a fuzzy green man with the word Grange above his head, there was. That was so fast. Me and Mr. Grinch were just getting settled. We looked at the gigantic growling door. It seemed to be scowling at you, the way it did at everybody all the time. All the little kids are scared of him. Littler kids are scared of him. So shy, I'm not surprised, I don't think. He's a little funny looking. Let's keep playing. I can still win. He put his hands over his eyes. But before you can run up again, a librarian approached the two of you. Ah, kids, I've been looking for you. Cole peeked between his fingers at the stranger. Us? You must be Cole. Your dad told me he was waiting by the entrance. Cole blinked, mouth opening like he was going to say something, and glanced down at his pink cast. It was a pretty clear giveaway. Sure. Is my sister Lizzie with him? She's taller than us and has orange hair. No, I don't trust this bitch. I mean, I guess they might be saying the truth. Why am I lagging so much, man? Okay. But I don't trust. They probably hear us saying the name, and now we are giving them information. I don't know. Seems sus. Maybe it's real though. Maybe I'm being paranoid. I'm not sure what favorite, but I know my most watched Barbie movie was Barbie and the Magic of the Pegasus, or the Nutcracker one. I watched a lot of Barbie and the Magic of the Pegasus as well. I probably said why my father, especially, really liked that there was a lot of classical music in Barbie movies, old Barbie movies. I mean, they were not all back then. So he would prefer us watching Barbie movies than the other movies usually. And his favorite was Barbie and the Magic of the Pegasus. We got Nutcracker later on. Nutcracker was one of my favorites. I didn't like the dress, I think. I remember, I think my most watched one was probably Swan Lake. Is it called Swan Lake? Barbie and something like that, you know? No. Is it called like that? What's it called? I think it's called Swan Lake. I'm not really sure. I like the Swan Lake. It was so pretty. Swan Lake one was like, yeah, I don't know. The dress was really pretty, and I remember not liking it like fully, but liking it still. And all the boy and all the classic music and the fairy things. I don't know. It was such a special one. And I'm sorry about the bad characters. I really like in that movie. I still like that. Maybe Mr. Remo is amazing though. We had Island Princess, and I had a toy of that too. It could sing. It wasn't my favorite, but I had a toy of that. And I think Turkish songs were good. I never saw. You should. I think I watched almost all of the old Barbie movies, not when I was smaller, but like after. I like a few years ago. I was on I think in the COVID times I was on a mission to watch all of the ones that I wanted to watch. The recent ones, some of them are really childish, so I didn't want to. But you know, all the old and good ones I did watch. I remember loving Fairytopia. I guess Fairytopia will be my one to go. And the first movie of Mariposa was really fun too. It's like not fully, but a continuation of a Fairytopia, you might say. My favorite Fairytopia movie was the second one, I think, and the last one. The second one was the mermaid one, and I really liked that one. And I had the toy from the last one, and it was like the fire girl. I think I showed up Barbie. It was amazing, and that was really fun too because there was all the fairies, and that was really fun. I also played the video game version of the Pegasus one. I think I've seen. Let's look at that game somewhere. Oh, that's so cool. I couldn't. My copy was not the original one. Um, Everyone hate Isaac Principle. I had a game of it, so I was chill. I don't think it was that one. Okay, talking about hating movies, I'm gonna tell you a movie that I really like that a lot of people hate. Okay, and don't comment me for this. Okay, um, it's it is Pocahontas 2. I know, controversial opinion, but I never saw Pocahontas 1, okay? And I believe it's probably really fun. It's probably really great. I'm not saying it wouldn't be great. But as someone who never saw Pocahontas 1 and seeing Pocahontas 2, I think it's such a good movie. I mean, if you compare it and like, if you're mad about like character changes, I can see that you can get mad maybe if there was something very different about it. But I think it's such a fun movie, and I really like Pocahontas too, and I like the love interest in there more as well. So, didn't it because one came with this game on the CD? Yes, but I didn't have the copy, like again, original copy of it. We had okay, you didn't I say this? I talked about this before again, but we had like this pirate CD shops basically, and they were everywhere, and they were not even hiding. You know, they were known to be out there, and they will just have the copies, like original copies sometimes of the shows, and you could go and rent from there, or you could go and get a fake copy by paying a little, and they will transfer the data and such. mm. I remember watching a Pocahontas movie. I like the second one. I don't know how the first one is. I'll assume fun if a lot of people like it, but yeah, um yeah, that's my idea of Pocahontas. I unfortunately can't enjoy the new Barbie movies. The like once they started switching from classical stories and classic music and like more musical stuff to the pop girly things, I really couldn't like it. Especially I always think once they switched the Barbie's main color from powder pink, really light pink, to really bright saturated pink, then it was over. Then it was over. We got all the four movies prior to the love, then we will get to end about how pirating was, but yeah, me too. Us too. And nobody cared. Nobody cared. I think I didn't even notice like at that time that that was like illegal or something, because again nobody hid it and everyone had the pirated versions, and I thought that was the way you got stuff. Mm. Let's continue. I had Mulan's game. Okay. Let me go to the game. As a better good job, I just said that. Oh, I wish I had Barbie. It's Barbie games. I'm trying to think. Oh, and like, of course, the 12 Dancing Princesses. I know it's not the best movie out there, but the beginning song of it wins. I'm so sorry. The best Barbie soundtrack ever. Like, hell yeah, it sounds so good. Is it me? She's taller than us, orange hair. You're Mavis, right? You know that. Yeah, I found both of you at once. That's right, she's with him. And a little guy with freckles. Okay, then he knows. Come on, let's go get your real light so we can close up for the night. It's that way? Oh, okay, we are safe. Then I love this game. I've been like, hello, Amy. Hi. How are you doing? How is life going? Hello. Thank you. Ready to go home and cover up my front, where the ragtag group of family members and Shiley were all waiting. There you are. She was potting. You could tell from all the way across the room. It was only that much more obvious as you got closer. Did you win? We came in second. Hey gang, I thought you would have been with them the whole time, Cole. I'm glad you didn't just go by yourself at least. So glanced it over at you, then back up at his dad.
Yeah.
Me too. The broad smile spread over Mr. Holden's face.
That's...
Even so, next time you should... Oh, okay. Next time you should call? Call? Cove's desk glanced around, slightly frantic, but Cove, just like always, had snuck off without thinking to say anything. He's leaving, Cove's trying to be the first one to the car. With a sudden burst of speed, Lizzie darted for the exit, still in Victor to be mode, even for something like a race to the right in the front seat. There was nothing else for the trio of you to do except head after them, pretending the librarians had noticed all the commotion. Okay, let me see. Imagine in the Arlab universe we get called to watch all the Barbie movies with us. Those people will be definitely mermaid ones for sure. Yes. Yes, the mermaid ones. Oh wait, you know what? One of the more later, again they were, I don't know if they were too late, but later but more poppy ones that I like was the surfer series. Again they were I think I like mermaids. I think I like mermaids, even though I'm not the biggest fan of how they show the underwater life, because I don't like all that color usually, which is probably a weird thing to say, but I don't like all the shapes and the colors. I like mermaids. I think Super Maid one's the most recent one I've seen. I've seen later ones and they were all pretty bad, not gonna lie. They were all pretty bad. Well, I like the surfer ones, they're so cool. And they have a dolphin there, so yeah. Though it had been victorious in claiming a window seat in the car, you could tell by her crossed arms and occasional thought that she still had not forgiven your betrayal. Cobb had sighed when he had to sit in the middle after Lizzie shot past him at the last second, but he'll cheered up some as you hop in the back seat next to him. You say you came in second place? That's some good going.
No.
Nice enough. She live-eyed. Another glare at you over her shoulder. Sure. Striving to improve is good too. That makes Mavis the winner in your family. What? Someone's gotta be.
What?
Mavis kept finding me in our game. I lost. We need a rematch. I don't think with just you two. That doesn't even count as winning.
Why?
It's not special, there's no judges or prizes. You either say that she had fought so hard to win. That wasn't much of a prize either. And yes, you could see Coslet's eyes in the rear view mirror, suddenly attentive at his son's call. We need a prize. As a matter of fact, Mr. Alden focused intently on the road ahead, as thought a suitable reward to please Cove might appear for him again. Right, the big thing on the flyer for this was the chance to get a free pizza coupon, wasn't it? How about I call up a takeout place and we can have pizza at home for dinner? Lizzie hopped, pulling her arms closer to her chest. Is Mom even gonna let you take a pizza from Mr. Holden? You'll see. I'll ask her. I'll talk to all of your moms about this. You will.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Holden. Yeah, thanks, Dad. You are welcome. Oh, I just realized that Mr. Holden was the only guy in that family situation. Yeah, Shiloh doesn't have a boundary. Plus that one has pink topping, so Cog is 100% geeky. Oh, maybe so yeah. On topic of memories, the only thing pretty cool would watch H2O, yes. Why wouldn't he watch H2O? Oh yeah. Wait, okay, I remember I couldn't really watch a lot of H2O. I don't know where it was aired, and I don't think I had access to it a lot, or it was maybe aired in some later hour for me and I couldn't see it. I don't know, but I sometimes saw it. And I have a distinct memory about some mermaid show. Okay, and I don't know if that's H2O, so you have to tell me. That was, I think, was H2O with Australians, or there there were men that were not mermaids, okay? Love interest, and they were swimming, and they had full on, like, I don't know why, but armpit hair. They had like crazy armpit hair, and whenever they swim, I will just can only focus on armpit hair, because everyone in my life that I've seen until then was like trying to at least, you know, keep it contained, keep it a little trimmed and such. And I remember one actor having crazy armpit hair, and I would look at it and be like, why is he not going? Why is he not going? You know, no shaming it at all, but like my smaller self and my sister too will be always like, ew. Let me see. I'm not ashamed to say I've seen every single episode of H2O. Is that Micah Mermaids? I know that has one, maybe, but I never seen it. I don't know. I have no idea. But it was a, you know, what mermaid thing where they turn into mermaids if they touch the water, which is a classic. Editing time was off for me too, and I could save patches. I remember watching some mermaid movies. There was a like Disney Channel movie where a guy turned out to be a mermaid, and for some reason that really fucking stressed me out. That really stressed me out. I don't think it was a fun movie. That was just a stressful movie. Was he similar? I'm not really sure, but he was getting scales, and there was a like mermaid hunter guy, and the mother. I just remember the person like turning the mermaid and just going with the mother, and that movie really stressed me out for some reason. Anyway, some of the mermaid movies were stressing. You're welcome. I do what I can. Okay, question. Weird question. If you could turn into the either mermaids or fairies, but if you're gonna turn into fairy, you are not turning into a wings fairy, so okay, you can't do magic. You can maybe do a little magic since you're gonna not just gonna have wings, but like, you know, you're gonna be able to fly. Actually, you're gonna be like my real Tinkerbell level magic, you know, abilities, which is I don't think is much. Or you're gonna become a, like, you're gonna have the option to turn into a mermaid. Which one are you choosing? Which one are you choosing? And in both of the situations, you are not gonna be the only one, okay? You're not gonna be the only one. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get into like what's it called, knife, and people are not going to I don't know, do science experiments on you. You don't consider that part. Just think that there is a society for both of them. Which one are you choosing? Mermaid 100%? That's crazy. Mermaid, I live in a country with shit on the budget, so how the fuck are you gonna fly without being seen? Maybe you can have like, I don't know, fairies loser. I guess again, a little magic is what I'm saying. I don't know. Like if it was, I think when I was smaller, I would choose mermaid too, because I like swimming and sea and such. But at the same time, if we are gonna have like a nice place to live, alright? If I get to have a nice place to live, then I could choose mermaids. But I'm considering how our oceans are right now, and it suddenly becomes scary, you know, how our waters are dirty and deep oceans are scary. And okay, this is so stupid. And as a mermaid, I think you will probably, you know, again, we are sprinkling in a little magic, so you will survive that. But even the pressure, the water pressure that you have to get used to, and like how dangerous it can be and such. I'm like, our humans are capable. I mean, you're gonna turn into a mermaid. But I adored the beach aesthetic as a kid, and even I will say I live in the countryside, which I'll be fairy. I think I'll pick. I don't know. I mean, flying. What are you gonna do by flying as well, right? I think. I mean, if you swimming just sounds a lot more fun as a mermaid than flying as a fairy, in my opinion. And if you have like, again, other fairies you can fly with, it's just like a way of walking. But you can technically a lot more easily see the air. I don't know how to say it, but you can't. The underwater is not something humans can easily observe. You have to have equipment for that. So that is the special part. Mm, mm. I feel I can choose. I can choose as a sheep. I don't know. I am sheep fairy or sheep mermaid. I think I'm gonna go sheep fairy actually. That sounds cute as fuck. That sounds cute as fuck. Little wings on a lamb? That sounds cute as fuck. We'll struggle for sure either way. I feel when it comes to climbing stuff earlier, I don't think any of them will be fun. But you really should have stuck with the group. The quiz have been fun. That was the plan when I dropped you. We stayed together and I didn't leave the library. I'm glad for that, I am. Well, there's a lot of trouble you can get into, even if you don't have a body alone for you, right? Just be careful next time. I worry about you and I bet Mavis' parents wouldn't want her to run off unexpectedly either. Okay, so...
Okay.
Yeah. That's my boy. He's so nice. I don't see why Cove gets angry at him all the time. Probably because of his mother, I'm assuming. Well, he's a bit goofy. Cove's that told is a bit goofy. So, just, coming from my parents, I assume probably Cove values his mother's words more. And, like, sees his mother probably as more of an adult than his father. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. I'm getting that is not getting taken seriously, So yeah, that if the mother is saying bad things about the show, then maybe. Okay. Now, enough from your all that. Let's decide what kind of toppings you are gonna get. Oh. If Gyro was here, I will say pineapple to piss him off, but Gyro's not here. Pepperoni? I love mushrooms. Mushrooms, please. Mushroom pizza is the best. Mushroom pizza is the best. Just mushroom and cheese. Mushroom and cheese. And the conversation corner from there. I want pizza now. No, I can't waste money. I shouldn't spend money on pizza. No, Mavis, no. No, Mavis, no. No pizza for you. And the conversation continued from there with the based on what was best to put on pizza for the rest of the drive. Mr. Roden wanted anchovies, and the other three kids in the car had the band together to explain how gross they were. I like anchovies too. The vehicles that loves up in the front seat made you wonder if he was doing it on purpose. You had a fun day already, but closing it out with the promise of a free pizza after all and more time with Com made it even sweeter. It was a shame that we hadn't been able to do the quiz, but skipping it for just 1 year didn't hurt. It was worth it. Well, that was so fast either. Well, that was really fast. Oh my god, hello Carol. My D&D session just finished. I was just talking about you. Hello, welcome. How was your D&D session? How did it go? Hire someone by dimensional pineapple pizza, yeah. Okay, let me see. And I'm hungry again, yeah. Sleep behind their family just over there later. I got beat the crap out of me. Are you alive at least? Are you alive? I really wanna be a fairy or a mermaid. Yeah, that's the important question. Fairy or mermaid. But if you're gonna be a fairy, you can't do like a lot of magic. That's one rule. Because if that's the case, everyone will choose a fairy. You're gonna basically have wings and you're gonna have some abilities, but not so much. Okay, Gaia, do you wanna play Twink or not? I'm still standing. Hell yeah, Gaia. I'm gonna play Twink or not with you. You answered all the questions we just asked. I'll be fairy. Why fairy? Why fairy? Answer. Flying is because of flying. That's an even split. Yes, that's an even split. We have two mermaids, two fairies. I said fairy too, but it was a hard choice for me. And at the end of the day, I was like, what would a sheep look cute with a mermaid tail or wings? And I was like, and then with wings sounds really cute. So that's why I went with it. I know, very important. This, it was an important point to consider, and I did consider that. Okay, let me. Is one recommend we play or D&D? Not really sure. We have to consider. I think it's best to decide after I start my internship and I go home, which is gonna I'm gonna start in, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the day after. It might be today or the day after. I still don't know. We wrote the day after, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, "Hey, come to work today." I wouldn't be surprised, which is scary. I should probably not sleep for too long, just in case. And then I'm gonna go home. And then I think my schedule for the summer will be more so decided though. Yeah. Super Mermaid, you'll just be Capricorn. Oh yeah. A quick wing pair will be useful for me because I already have insect wings. Yeah, you already know, I guess. But we will go with the bee aesthetic, yes. Also wings underwater, more likely than you think. Really? Okay, Gyro, if you are still here, we're gonna play again. Because I'm gonna make it one would decide to play write your character backstory. Okay, again, it might take a while for me to say available time for me. Oh, by the way, the collab, the Master Prom collab that I'm gonna do is going to be on Wednesday night, Thursday morning for me. We are not still set on an hour to start, but just letting you know. And again, it might change. I don't think it's gonna, but if nothing goes wrong to the plan, we should have Sapphire and Coffee with me, so we're gonna play with 3 people. Harry Potter is a guide. I'll have to make a character when we get to that point. Yes, please. Also, maybe the twins. I know. I have several characters to make from, and by that I don't 4. You already made characters? That's crazy. Can we be fairies in D&D? I don't even know what kind of things we can. Yeah, I need a client. Okay, is it this one? Okay, guy, are you ready for tipping or not? Okay, I'm gonna show you a sketch I made, and I want you to say if it's a tipping or not. It's gonna cover my face, don't worry about it. Just tell me if it's a twink or not, okay? Twink or not, Kyle? I'll give general knowledge of my work. Okay. Twink or not? Definitely twink. Damn. Okay. Are you ready for the big reveal? Are you ready for the big? Now, what do you think? With another person, twink or not, Kyle? Twink or not? If the other person is the twink, what is the first one? Is he still a twink? You guess it's wrong with me. No. Twinks don't have no bottoms, people. I'm saying there's always, an information that there's a reason why people say the twinkies people have the biggest, biggest that's a thing. No, don't assume. Twinks can date each other, but it's not supposed to be. 2 twinks are good. then they would have to have a twink of. No. I like two twinks. I really like that actually. I like two twinks. Like in a way that how, because it's like, you know, I feel like in a lot of queer webtoons and such, specifically BLs, they make one character really like feminine and the other one really masculine. It just becomes a man and woman situation without the woman being a woman, you know. I mean, it can, you know, there are couples that can work, but like it's so oversaturated in the stories. I kind of like the two little ones, two twinks falling in love with each other. It's cute. It's cute. Why not? So we're fighting. You don't have to twink together. Yeah, I can work with two twink. They don't have top reason. No, you're saying both of them twinks. Aren't one of them less twink than the other? Is all my art twinks? All my artist twinks? No, my artist twinks. Twinks from bottoms can't work with that. No, twinks are not bottoms. Shut up. Twinks are not bottoms. Doesn't mean to. I know. But I would agree. But guys, stereotyping twinks for, you know, what is the hair, man? But I like pretty hair. What do you want me to fucking do, man? What do you want me to fucking do? Give them buzz cut? Just so they are not twinks? Huh? Do you want me to? I like pretty man. It's a baby. It's not. I'll make it a winged up the ending character now. Yes, you should. Oh my god, I wanna not make a twink too now. Oh my god, what if all of us became twins? What if all of us made fanboy characters? Listen to me, chat. Listen to what if all made fanboy characters to play? What if all of us were fanboys? It's about the twink party. It's about prettiness more. Up on the forehead is maybe. Up on the forehead? Because the forehead is open instead today? Yo. Anyway, she's not supposed to be a twink. Maybe if I draw it with posters. I mean, again, it says the game, so I might try to make it more masculine, but I like my pretty boys. And if the face is pretty, yeah, but like the right one is obviously, if one has to be twink, the right one is a twink. Like the left one being a twink, yeah. Twink about. Yeah, will make every other character bears. No. Then all the players will date each other as twinks to avoid the bear. This sounds sick. We'll fight them all. Yes, fight all the bears. We don't accept bears in this chat. Okay, now I'm. Look at the time, people. We have still 1 hour. We still have 1 hour. Like, some of these memories were so long. I thought we for sure had time. Like, we didn't have time for another one. But now we can finish that up and like the summer in the next one. Oh. Can we please set limits for not making D&D campaign too sexual? Go yes, please. I know. I wonder what level you are taking. Should we continue and play grown up? What do we do? Yes. It's important that everyone is comfortable. I'm not gonna add those elements if you decide on a sexual. I won't stop. Yeah, okay. That's I think good. I think that's good. I think we might as well do grown up. Okay, you guys told that it is shorter than the library. No, I don't know if I should believe you, but I'm gonna believe you, and we're gonna do that one. Hello. Most sweltering summer day, you were in your living room with Cole. listening to sounds of the birds chattering outside the window while you lay across the rug on the floor. Clothes that had dropped him off earlier, and your moms had left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play amongst yourselves. It had been too hot to go outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy, so your sister was starting to get impatient waiting for her golf class that evening. The three of you had had trouble finding something fun to do. The beach and the playground were off limits, and you felt it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. Maybe one or two naked characters. Okay. We know the long ones are, I'm pretty sure, floating fun. Why didn't you tell me there was some short ones? It's floating fun. I mean, I just know my first instinct is going to be try to be charismatic. No. I'm not gonna be a bard. I know that one. I'm not being a bard because I know some TMs make the bard sing, and I for sure am not fucking singing anytime soon, okay? So I'm not being a bard. I'll just be clear that if a character makes suggestion at my character, I will roll punch immediately. That's fun. I'm definitely ending a naked woman sorcerer who was a very strong NPC in my own convince. Oh. Can't we find clothes for her? Maybe we can try it. How about that? Maybe that's something we can run. The three of you had trouble finding something fun to do. The beach and the playground were off limits, and you felt that it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. If you are here, would you like to join the D&D campaign too? I don't know when we are going to start, but would you like to join the D&D thing? She wasn't naked because she chose it, so it's like a curse. Can't. Okay, we will figure it out. Don't answer. I know my characters will each interact with that character. Make a woman. So yeah, like Lizzie's big brown eyes and her smile spread wide across her face. Having an idea gave her a new wave of energy. Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyways. They're always inside telling everyone they are too busy to play.
Why? Duh.
I said why? And it will be fun, though. What do they do inside that we don't, besides use the phone a lot? Excluding a small hop, Lizzie decides to ignore Cole.
What do you think?
Maybe so thinking, what do you want? Okay, I don't know, I want to. I don't know. Please, Mavis. Have I ever had a bad idea? Yes. Yeah, we will play with you. I wasn't asking you. Sorry, I have other stuff to do. That's funny. You keep hesitating. You look down at your hands, still unsure, apparently tired of waiting for you and to make up your mind. Lizzie sighed. Fine, go play over there, Mavis. You flinch from her raised voice. It definitely wouldn't be fun to join now. Bianca will do it ourselves, it decided. He looked back at you regretfully.
I guess.
Now go on. Nothing goodbye to the two of them, you trailed off to find something else to do. Like he promised, Cove stayed up with Lizzie for the next couple of hours while you... Imagine, that's the fun that I'm not playing. I'm gonna... build a fort. I could hear them talking as you raced to your room to take pillows and blankets from your bed. While you went back downstairs, you also took a couple of cushions from the sofa and found a spare blanket in the hallway cupboard. The dining room was a perfect place for building a fort, and you pulled out the chairs and covered them with blankets. You had plenty of room beneath the table to do whatever you wanted. You had just secured the pillows inside the fort to make it more comfortable, and you heard Lizzie and Cole's voices again, and this time they were much louder. Curious about what was happening, you craned your neck to hear them better. Okay, let's see. She was naked because she able to pass through objects that clothes couldn't pass through. Oh, okay, makes sense. What if you give me a logical and funny reason to do something you want to do? I will 100% accept it. It's hard to express, but I like to acknowledge the logic. At first, you mostly only picked up on Lizzie's high-pitched shouting, giving orders, telling her what to do, yelling about sports and Olympics. Olympics is, yeah, such an adult thing now. The last Olympics was really fun. That was pretty typical for Lizzie, so there was nothing new there. But I started hearing her more and more as time went on. It sounded like they weren't having a very good time. You went to see what's going on. You abandoned your pillow fort to go check what was happening with them. Why are you guys shouting so much? From up close, you could see that your sister was red-faced and pouting, while Commotion looked confused. Neither one paid you mind.
Oh.
Shut up, Cole. You are being so unreasonably. I don't get what you want. This game doesn't make sense. It does. You have to be realistic. I said that. But you are not. The yelling was noisy. Your parents were probably going to get mad, or maybe the neighbors. You had no idea what to do to make them stop at this point. It seemed like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Had the two of them been arguing like this the whole time? Thankfully, like a greeting card angel, Mom walked into the room. Lisa rushed her, hanging her hem off her shirt and poking out her tongue at Cole. Lizzie, Mavis, it's time to... Wait, Lizzie? Mavis? It's time to get ready to go.
You alright with that?
We had to leave early, Cole. Their mommy said she will walk you home so you won't be left in the cold. Cole was still glaring at Lizzie, his face flushed red with anger. I can go by myself, but... Bye, Mavis. There was still a harsh edge to the brief for farewell, but you knew it wasn't you he was mad at. Without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cobb stood up and stalked out of the room, shoulders drawn tight.
Huh?
Okay. Worried, Mom turned to look down at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with her new prank, weren't you? I'm gonna tell the truth. No, Lisa and Cole kept yelling at each other. They wouldn't stop fighting about everything. Your sister's jaw dropped, looking betrayed as Mom put both hands on her hips. Elizabeth, I told you to be kind to him. He is having a hard time right now. I'm bullying my sister so bad. The girls are fighting, yeah. I think I heard her say that. By the way, should I make a D&D channel on Discord? Will it be useful? Should we make it on Discord or should we open another Discord channel? Is the thing. I don't know. Which one is smarter to do? I mean, if it's going to be a one shot, can we open and delete it then? We're gonna do a one shot, right? Something like that? Bored and maybe too quiet, so... Is it which one was the thing, the religious ones? Which one were those? The religious paladins? What did paladins do? For now, I'll just make it a channel. If you're someone unknowingly, they might die. That's crazy. Are you gonna make them roll a dice? Rules? Don't sword fighter, oh god. I don't like swords. I don't like swords, man. Maybe, I don't know, famous. His mouth closed back up, replaced by a tiny farm. I know I tried, but he was...
That's enough.
No, boss, we both know you can show someone a great time when you put your mind to it. We're going to apologize to Command instead over the phone when he gets home for work tonight. Lisa hung her head, dragging a foot across the ground in front of her. Okay, Mom. Good girl. You caught pieces of Lisa talking to herself about how it was his fault too, but it was over. Alright, we better get a move on.
Let's go.
Let's go, kids. Noelani. Okay, oh my god, Mom's name is Noelani? Noelani? Where did you leave the car keys? Mom hustled you... This is a yes, different car. Mom hustled you all out the door and you noticed during the car ride to the golf practice that Lizzie was quieter than usual. She was usually the first one to request which music to listen to in the car and she didn't say anything. Your parents noticed she wasn't in a mood to be bothered. They gave her space and mommy would just ask you what you like to listen to. The bigger papers are similar to car. You choose a song you know Lizzie like, yeah, maybe that will cheer her up. You were happy to see it brighten her up right away, but she started singing along with you. Soon enough, her bad mood was taking over the past, yeah! When the car ride was over, you spent the twilight hard watching Lizzie hit the things with the other girls her age. You didn't know much about golf, but you could tell that she really liked it. So you sat with your moms and tried to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day, and you stretch out your legs to let the last few minutes of sun warm your skin. The sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon. You all got ready to leave. Okay. Let me see. Make it to me so I can prepare. Alright. Maybe some I still can see, though I can't do anything about that. About that. It's something we will order. Well, well, the secret things. Let me hold. Let me get the secret. And there's no secret, so just open. Okay. Mod stuff. You're letting God on. Kara gonna be a. Okay. Okay. Oh. I'm still hungry, but I don't have. I have avocados. I hope they are ripe. I hope they are ripe. I hope they are ripe. I have avocados. I have avocados. Okay. After the stream, I'm eating avocados. I love avocados. Guy was already. Why can't I remember anything? Since Sangari is the most secret book, please do not share the stories with each other. Yes, I will not say. An avocado. Thanks. Yes, an avocado. Thanks. Also, will being arranged with for me. Are there sorcerers? Because I usually when they were in those type of like not D&D but games. Well, similar version to D&D, I usually go with like magic. I don't know. I find that magic is cool. You can play anything. There's wizard and sorcerer. What's the difference wizard and sorcerer? Is it just genre or is there a difference? When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon, you all got ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your moms took the family out to dinner. You went to a restaurant you had all been going to ever since you could remember. Earlier, you only caught the tail of an angry persistent argument with Cole, but you could kind of tell that all this happened because Lizzie is being less angry. Yeah? The car ride almost quiet, with only the radio providing escape from silence. Lizzie had been in a better spirits now, but the closer you got to your neighborhood, the more she wiggled in her seat and frowned out the window. She knew what was coming when you all got back home. Clearly, she was dreading it. Soon enough, Mom was turning onto your seat and then revising into the driveway, reversing, and she cut the ignition. Once she cut the ignition, it was dead silent. No one spoke, only unbuckled their seat but set upon their doors. Lizzie was the last one out. Once everyone was inside and done taking off their shoes, she popped her hands on her lips.
So,
Now then, Mr. Alden's car is in his driveway. Should he? Okay, so he should be back from work. That's good news, isn't it, Elizabeth? Yanko can hash things out before the day is done. Lizzie didn't complain or put up a fight. Her head ducked so she didn't have to meet anyone's eyes. She nodded once. Good, let's move this to the kitchen. Mom went over to the house phone, rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as they walked side by side. Okay, you watched them from the back. This was only happening because you told on Lizzie. Um, you felt a little guilty. Yeah, I feel like a little guilty. You could still remember the look on Lizzie's face. There was no doubt she felt that way about it. The two of you had done worse things to each other in the past, though she'll get over this. The four of you stood around the kitchen. That's such a sister thing. In the lopsided scare, all eyes were on Lizzie, who kept her gaze on her feet. You remember the number of calls, don't you, honey? Lizzie jerked her head in another note sullen. Without further prompting, she stepped forward and she began to dial. Oh, one of them phones. Mom reached over to press a button on the base. Suddenly you could hear the phone ringing. She turned on the speaker. The phone rang a couple of times, then stopped. Mr. Oldham's warm voice came through the other end. Evening, Calder residence. Lizzie looked over at Mommy unsure. She nodded encouragingly. Hi, Mr. Holden. It's, Lizzie, can I talk to Cole?
Absolutely.
Lizzie Masaki, what a surprise! But of course you can say hey to the boy. He sounded cheery as usual, though definitely meant it when he said it was a surprise. You thought hard and you were sure that your sister had never called Cole's house before. Mom spoke up before Mr. Holden or Lizzie could say anything more. Her arms were crossed over her chest, her lips pursed. Hi, Cliff. Noelani, Mavis, and I are here too. Good evening. We are sorry to bother you so late. Yes. Hiya, Mr. Holland. The gang's all here, huh? Is something the matter? Whisker away with concern. Mommy was quick to reassure. No, well, yes, but it's going to be okay. Liz and Cole got into a bit of fight today. We were hoping that the two of them could talk and make up. Is it a good time for you, Uncle?
What?
Okay, in a second. I'm gonna look at chat. Yeah, me too. I don't know much about classes. Wizards are scholars. They learn magic, wear scrolls, and study. Superiors are innately know magic and can't learn from scrolls or books. Oh, okay. I think there's a range subclass about bees. Oh, that would be crazy. That would be loud. Sorcerers are like slutty wizards. But that's just maybe joke now. I'm camping. yeah. In my mind too, slutty wizards. I also read this. Okay, cool. I have to check those out. Now I got some reference for who to choose for the party. Once we make the characters, I'm gonna draw mine. Obviously. I'm gonna draw mine. I'll sketch it anyways. I'm so excited. Cole didn't tell me anything about that when I came home. It does explain the punkism tonight. He chuckled lightly. Despite that, it didn't seem like he really thought it was funny. Anyway, it's good you didn't catch us at a bad time. I will go grab him for you. There was some shuffling on the other hand. He must have not gone far because you could still hear him calling out. Cole, there's someone on the phone for you. After a bit of silence, there was a more muffled talking from Cole's dad. Come on, bud. Lizzie called just so she could talk to you.
Are you sure?
Maybe he's on the other end listening too. Don't you want to say hi? It took a bit of back and forth. Though the conversation seemed one-sided since you couldn't hear Cole properly. Eventually, Cole took the phone from his dad.
Hi.
Hello. You opened your mouth, only for a moment to catch your eye and shake your head softly. You frowned, but didn't say anything. Oh, hey, it's Lizzie. Yeah, I know, that told me. Cole's tone was defensive. Lizzie turned to Mom, scolding. Mom's turned up from her door and Lizzie turned away.
Sorry.
I just called to say I'm sorry for not playing nice with you today. I won't do it again. Lizzie's eyes were downcast, her voice low. You could tell she felt uncomfortable apologizing to Cole in front of everyone. She was still being genuine about feeling bad. Cole must have realized that too because he sighed quietly. Okay, I guess I'm sorry too. A sense of relief washed over everyone at his acceptance of the apology. Mom uncrossed her arms while Mommy's shoulders relaxed. Lizzie's eyebrows raised up. He wondered if she thought that he would refuse her apology. Dad, can I get off the phone now? You couldn't see him, but it was obvious that Cole felt awkward about the situation. He had come off uncomfortable the entire time, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back to your room if you want. Be sure to say goodbye first, though. Bye, Lizzie. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Mavis. You perked up at the mention of your name. You smiled even if you couldn't say it. Bye, Cole. With that said, oh, how he smiles when he calls our name. You know? There's something called Wild Magic Sorcery. Every time you spell, you roll dice, and Wild Magic apps. I know that one. And some crazy things can happen if I am interested. Okay, this is actually Swamp Keeper Rangers in 2020 for D&D. It's in the old ones, but I will later take him. Yeah, Prince. No. I don't like they are friends. I feel like they really don't like each other, but yeah. I guess children's kinda iffy friendship. With that, Seiko must have handed the phone to his dad, and since Mr. Holder spoke up.
That's a relief.
Also, well, that ends well, as they say. Thanks for arranging this. I'm sure he appreciates it. His mom replied, "Is it tugged on Mommy's hand to catch your attention? Can I go now too?"
Good job.
Sure, sweetie. Thank you very much for apologizing to Cole. Mom flashed a brief smile at Lizzie and nodded her agreement. Okay. Given permission to leave, Lizzie carried off towards the stairs. She seemed to be feeling much better with the incident behind her. Mom and Mommy returned to the phone, taking it off the speaker. They continued talking to Mr. Holden. We couldn't tell what about. We were glad that was the end of it all. Lizzie and Cole might not get along, and probably still won't, but they weren't mad at each other anymore. Mom and Mommy weren't upset either. Everything was finally back to normal. With that though, you retreated to your own room with a spring in your step. Oh, that was so fast too. What do you mean? Okay, how long is the end of it? Could we end this today? Like the summer part? How long is the ending part? Tell me. They literally said they weren't friends during the sleepover. Yeah, I don't think they are friends. I think it's not that long. That's crazy that we made through that long. Ray, I will accept your one shot for her and I was over. Oof, maybe not. Maybe not? Is it too long? Is it two-parter? Really? Two-parter? How long is it? Is there a way for me to check? It's not just the ending of the step, it's also the beginning. The thing is, if it's like the beginning is the beginning, no, I guess we can save in between too. Let me actually save right now. Let me save right now. And the beginning takes a while. We don't have to do the both parts here. I kind of want to see the new call we will get, new and improved call, so I can get on drawing a thumbnail too. You don't think, I mean, yes, I can just save in between. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's end and then start it, and let me see how Cole looks. I'm gonna save in between now, and then I'm gonna see how Cole looks. Oh, and then somewhere ended. Yes, I'm ready finally after 5 streams. I will never get tired of that wheel. You stood beside your moms, Lizzie and Co, as the pipe wheel watched the sun dip into the ocean somewhere far, far away. You liked the imagine it cooling off in the water, resting inside before getting ready to shine brightly again tomorrow. That was a fun day. I didn't know they had magicians on Shopping Street now. Neither did I. Oh no, we're so dull. Let's get out more. He didn't do real magic, Mom. Okay, Lizzie, you're smart. How did you figure that one out?
Duh.
Cause I know that's not what real magic looks like. Well, is it dear? There is all kinds of magic in the world. This gave Mummy a suspicious look but didn't dispute the claim. You looked over at Cole, who hadn't said a word since you started at home. He didn't look upset though, just content. You are aware he still hadn't quite warmed up to your parents. Well, we can sit out here all night. Time to hurry home and get cooking. Who's helping with dinner? Lizzie immediately let out a groan. Mom, summer is almost over. The protest was so obvious, you could practically see school on the horizon. You certainly didn't want to spend your last piece of freedom cooking dinner. You could do that any other day, but I like cooking now. Lizzie the non-believer. I think this is the ultimate believer. Lizzie knows what's up with magic. Lizzie knows what real magic looks like. So that's why she can't tell that was real magic. Please, we have to keep playing before it's too late. That's so funny because that was me. That was us. Like the last day of summer vacation. All of the kids in my area stayed up so late together and played together, like the whole group, and it was almost so stressful but fun. Like you had so much fun, but for me, I almost never did my summer homeworks. I never finished them, and I don't regret it. But it always got me because summer is for having fun, and my teacher would give me like a whole ass fucking book to finish, not like reading, solving, And I guess in elementary school. I'm talking about elementary school because in middle school the work they gave was so small that I could do, but like my teacher would give us a lot of work, and I just hated it so much. I never would be able to finish it, and I always be like, okay. Tomorrow I have to go tell her that I didn't do the work. And I was a good student. Okay, I was a good student. I usually did my homeworks and stuff. I was, again, on top of my class kind of person. But summer works, summer homeworks, no. Okay, it's almost over. It is almost over. You have to keep playing before it's too late. Mom raised a bow, but the corner of her licked me before she pursed her lips. You make it sound like it's the end of the world. Felt like it. I never did my summer homeworks. As well as most of my homeworks. I was a good student, but I stopped doing homeworks. Stopped doing them. But I'm a very forgetful person, okay? And I kept forgetting a lot of homeworks around middle school. And my teachers would be like, you are a really good student and you always get good grades. Some of my teachers would say, but if only you did your homework. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just forgot. And I don't think they believe that I forgot, but I genuinely usually forgot. Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I was like, I don't feel like it. I'll do it later or something. But I usually forget. It's like forgetting my book at home or something. The fucking summer homework. I stopped after a while. Yeah. Summer homework is the bane of my existence. It was horrible. It's so that you don't forget the things you learned during summer, because our summer vacation again is for 3 months in Turkey. So it's a quite lengthy time, and if you're especially just starting to go to school, I think it's very important. Because I remember, for example, after my first grade, learning how to read and stuff, again I didn't do a lot of homework. I did a little of it, and I remember forgetting how to write some letters down, because I remembered pretty quickly, so it wasn't a problem. But since I wasn't familiar with the thing, it was easy to forget things. I hated doing homework in high school because they tried to make it using technology, and it would literally always break on me. They never did us to that, using technology, but they didn't give a lot of homework in high school for me. We would usually all the fucking class would do it before the class, on the what is it called? In between classes, the bell rings and we go to that break. during the break before class, all of us would copy from each other in high school. I mean, I went to a like good high school, so I didn't cover. I usually people will give homeworks or okay, there were homeworks who were projects, and reflected on your grade, and you would always have to do it eventually, and but they will like be a year-long project or something, and everyone will go on their press, and they wouldn't really check them out before it was time to hand them back. But if it's like if it was smaller homeworks, they were usually like very not important classes for us, so we will just like do it in the last moment. I never heard of anyone getting summer homework around here, but very big is only 6 weeks. Maybe it was more like extra credit later on. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I think ours was cut down to a month, but they still gave us work. Well, in middle school they gave us a little, but my elementary school teacher was like one of them really hardworking ones, and like one of the scary ones basically. And I like her, and she's a family parent, so I'm not saying anything bad. But she was very strict, and she gave all the homeworks, and yeah, I couldn't do a lot of them. She wouldn't only give like a whole fucking book to solve for us, but she would give a reading limit too. She would be like, you're gonna read for example 1,000 pages this year, and like imagine you are in elementary school and you just started reading and you have 1,000 pages to read in during summer. And I wouldn't do it because I'm so sorry, but in summer I wanna have fun with my friends. It's not like I'm rotting in front of the TV. I'm like, again, I want to be around my friends and such. It was 1,000 or 10,000. It might be 10,000, and I will never reach that. I never did my summer homeworks, and I guess I always felt very disappointed. But my teacher would never get mad at that. Like she would get at not you're not doing the homework, right? She will get mad at that. But for summer homework, she was a lot more lax, I think. And maybe because I was again one of the best students in the class and in the school, I think I got a little bit of a pass. Because even if like sometimes teachers will like in middle school as well get mad at one group that didn't do their homework and like yell at them, and because I'm such an emotional bitch, I wasn't used to get teachers being mad at me, because I was usually like teacher's favorite kind of person. I will get emotional and I will get scared and I will go apologize to them crying after, and they were like, no, you're okay. I was more so talking to other students. But I know that like I usually don't do my homeworks too, but because I was like doing good, people really didn't care too much about it. I mostly hate Purdy's me too. They were so useless. Definitely, they were so useless. Purdy's were kind of fun. I just hate relying on others when it was a group project. Well, I think probably your projects are, and like what the kind of projects we had in Turkey are different. We solved like a whole book of math problems for projects, and that was it. So not really fun. Up until university, they were not really fun. Bro, the teacher pet sentiment is so felt. Yeah, it's like, what is it called? The talented kids. The talented middle schools that fall off. I fall off. I don't know if you fall off. I'm a big, I'm going to animation student, cartoon animation. Yes, I'm an animation student. You can assume how much I have fallen off from grace in schoolwork. Oh man, you make it sound like there's another part. It practically is. You know the Viger is thankful that you had your sister on your side. Okay, surely you're trying the effort will prepare your mom now.
Please.
So we'll have homework and reading to do. We can't do homework. We can do work now too. Lizzie made her case and then stomped her foot into the ground. You mimicked her, feeling that would add something to the argument. Well,
No.
oh come on, Pam, I can help you with dinner. Mommy leaned in for a hug, and you knew that you were very close to victory.
Okay.
Oh really? Yeah, you're fine. But as soon as the dinner is ready, You'll not try coming inside, understood? Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. Oh dear, you are welcome to join us as well. Yeah. I'll give a non-committal shrug to your mommy, which you took as an agreement. Is it so much to do, so little time? Maybe I could still get a seashell bracelet at tines and trinkets. Tinies and trinkets? Oh, or maybe the playground or the fireplace will probably be coming out, right? Oh, that's the everything we did. And I get the same things. This all you made your own plans. You can go by. I'm going home. I silently made my own plans. You said our own ideas of what she wanted to do, but what were you going to do? You glanced over to Cove, considering. A strong gust of wind made her shiver. Lisa huffed as she wrapped her arms around herself.
Rude.
Doesn't mean no that summer is not over yet. No, I like the end of the summer wind. Her project was mostly writing. I remember preparing a 10-page homework about washing machines. I worked on do the. I wish art things were like that. To be honest, I prefer writing than like solving a whole book of problems. I'm sorry, but it gets so boring. It gets so boring. Our project was very interactive. You had to build things in most instances, though we still had strict little projects mixed and. Oh, we're so close. Yeah. That's all Lisa said before abruptly turning her heel and heading off in the direction your mother has gone. What are you? Where are you going? I'm going to my room. I have lots to plan if I want to make the most of tomorrow. We only have one day. You thought it this over, looking off towards the water again. Liz didn't wait, and before long she was disappearing off down the road. Meanwhile, Ko was going the opposite direction, heading for the beach. I followed Ko. You stay with Ko. Ko gave you a smile that you couldn't help but return.
Cool.
Cool. He made a little gesture that you interpreted as full of me, and then started heading to the waves. Yes. Ko knelt down, picking up something you quickly identified as a sumatra. He read his arm back, then tossed it out into the water. You were impressed over how far it got. Okay, let me see. That was pretty neat. That was pretty neat. What are you doing? You look for your owner. Deciding to join Cove, you searched nearby for any rocks or shells that you could throw through. You found a shell that would suit your purposes. A smile growing as you tossed it as hard as you could. I can never skip rocks. I'm so bad at it. I don't think I ever got one skip in my life. It landed with a wet-sounding thunk a few feet away and slipped down to the water. I looked over at Cobb. He didn't seem to notice that his throw had been more impressive. Cobb was looking down at his cast, scratching idly at the pink surface even though you were pretty sure he couldn't feel it. His brows were furrowed. You can kind of feel it. You can kind of feel it. I used to do that too. His brows were furrowed and there was a frown on his face.
It's not fair.
I had to wear this cast for ages. I can't even swim. How do you get it? How do you get it? Yeah. I was just kidding. Really? Cole narrowed his eyes a little. Yeah, why would I lie? I don't know. Does one go maybe? Then continued to explain. I crashed. He gestured his arm as if to say, and this was the result. It's hard to believe you were allowed to jet ski.
Wow.
Well, I'm not. Oh. Cole let out a hop, plopping down into the sand. I can't believe summer is almost over. You sat down next to him and nodded in agreement, regardless of the sudden topic change. I don't want to go to school. I mean, I would. I don't want to go to a new school. I think it will be the same school as you and Lizzie. Might there's something about that. Cool, you're gonna like it. Everyone's super nice. Well, only ever been to one school, but you were sure that his old school couldn't have been much better. And again, he did have to make new friends and meet new teachers. It could be kind of scary. Cobb shook his head, then wrapped his good arm around his wrist as he drew them into his chest. You heard a snapping sound, and when you took a good look at his face, you realized that his eyes were wet.
I want to go home.
Oh, you never had to move before, but you thought you could understand. If you had to go to New York all of a sudden, with all new people, you'll probably be dreading it too. Even though you sort of maybe understood, you still weren't sure how to help. Okay, I'll see you later. Cole gave his head a small shake. No, I want to go back home. Right, Cole want to go back to his old home. The one that sat waiting someplace far from here. The one he would bring up whenever he felt sad. Oh, I made one. Roxy, my love, that's so cool. Ray, you are amazing. Teach me how to do it, Ray. Roxy, make it easy. Shut the fuck up, girl. Shut the fuck up. Don't even talk. Don't even talk. I know you would have done it. I know you. It's always the fucking cis man. I don't know what about you guys. I don't know what about you guys that can't skip rocks. It's always a cis man. You pick that option as cobblestone as special person I feel right away. I don't know, I'm bullying. I made that point his head when I opened Salma to would find English word. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I can make it skip like 5 times. Oh wow. Wow, Gaio, that's so cool, Gaio. What a show off. What a show off. You know, I wanna for once in my life I wanna go to somewhere near water with someone and then being like, hey, you wanna see me skip some rocks, and I wanna say yes, and I just want them to like throw a rock into the sea and it just plopping down funky immediately, and then being like, okay, cool, let's do something. They're like, okay, I did it. I want failure. I want to see failure. I'm being woman. The burning water is not fun. But did you ever right, go want to go back to his old home, the one that's all waiting for years. It had been a while since he had moved in, but he didn't seem to feel any better about being here. He settled back down into the sand, trying to consider what to do. You do hate it here? Cause bro furrowed even more, and he shook his head. He felt a rush of relief, failure. You like having co-op here. It would be sad if he'd be miserable the whole time. We're not going to leave, right? You'll still be around. The question was a little surprising. Of course. Your parents would have mentioned if you were going to move or something, right? After a second, Cole gave a little nod. Once I get my cast off, we could go swimming. You were fine with him changing the subject again. It will be doable by now. You smiled, so I didn't know if you were only kidding. I smiled. Down, looked back to the waves. Might I keep saying I will get used to everything eventually, but I would feel better then. It used to make me angry. I didn't want to get used to everything. You spread the glass over at Cole and saw the anger had slipped off his face in favor of something almost puzzled. But maybe that would be okay after all, as long as I really do feel better. I can't see it. You could remember a long time ago when you first started going to school. You'd absolutely not been okay with the idea of being away from your parents for most of the day, to listen to strangers tell you what to do and sit with kids you never met before. Things changing is hard. Yeah, you know, I was never those. I'm sorry, but I was such an independent kid, and I don't like how my parents feel about it. I was both very dependent and independent. Like I would run away and things, but I was like, my parents didn't stay around for my, I think, first day of school. I was never babied like that. I remember in elementary school we went to a summer camp again, and like everyone would speak with their parents any hour. Basically, they would call their parents every day, and I never once called my parents. I was like, cool, they're not here anymore. I guess that's fine. And I wasn't even like bad with my parents, you know, back then. I was just independent. I don't really miss people much, and I was always like that. So, I'm making soup, and I might spill some. Wow, what kind of soup? Yes, yes. The one attacker doesn't like the image. The spicy soup, especially volcano chicken. Do you drink the soup like drinking water or you spoon? I'm assuming this is a question for chat. For me, it's like both. But depends on what I feel. If it's an independent sheep that don't need no shepherd, exactly. I don't need no shepherd. I never needed no shepherd. I never felt bad when I will have a shepherd around me. You held this. You're not quite sure what to say to that, so instead you reach out and take hold of Cole's hand. The one closest to you is the one in the cat, so you make sure you are very gentle. As you watch Cole's eyes got a little misty once more. You got the feeling that they were different tears than the ones from before, though. I hope next summer I will stop and go exploring and everything will feel like it's supposed to again. You gave Cole a big smile. I hope so too. Two of you sat quietly, just taking in the sounds of the waves. You hope that Cole will be able to accept this place as his new home. You definitely tried to help, in what ways you could. There were so many wonderful things here Cole probably hadn't seen yet. Lost in thought, you started a bit when you heard a faint familiar sound. The sound of Mom shouting your name. You look over your shoulder, realizing it was probably time for dinner. Time had really gone by fast. You stood and dusted the sound of yourself. My mom's calling. It's time for dinner. You should come. Cole looked up at you, expression screaming reluctant, yet ultimately, okay. While you smiled, Cole returned with one of his own. Mavis? Thanks. It was nice. You were right now. But the two of you could not stay there in your own little world any longer. You were being called forward. So the both of you ran off towards your house, leaving the waves and summer behind. Ah! Wait, I'm curious. Do we live? I thought, for some reason, I thought Cole would, Oh, that's me! For some reason, I thought Cole would go to his mother's place. Okay. Let's see. We take some freaking water for maybe lower chicken? Depends on the mod, spoon drove it out, but we'll chug it if it's too good. Really? If it's cold enough, I sometimes chug it. Or if it's a very watery kind of soup and that has pieces in it, not watery pieces in it, and I ate the more firm pieces and it's mostly just water, then I drink it. I was in fact making Steve's lower chicken. How do you do that? I turned on the water with sweet and still the taste as a pea. Water bucket. I don't know what Pokemon. Okay. What do we do? Chat, what do we do? I kinda wanna at some point turn into Maven in this playthrough. But I don't know if I'm ready to turn into Maven. Maybe we will turn into Maven between... Are we gonna become teams now? I don't know. Whatever life stage we're gonna be on, and then the other life stage. But I want a Maven. I wanna turn into Maven. I wanna transition in this game. I mean, it's Maven alone. All I'm wearing my inside without stuff like cold. Yeah. Chat, help me, chat. I think I'm gonna and we can change this hair now. I like flowy. Flowy is quite good. That is a bit too long, maybe. Oh, ponytail, they're interesting more. Wait. Oh, long. We have long. We can go long now. Ah, that's very anime. Oh, forehead. giant forehead moment. Those are braids? Braids in front? Oh, that's so Mavis. I'm treasuring because step 2 and 3 makes more sense game options wise. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna transition. Maven takeover. Maven takeover not yet, but it's gonna happen. I'm partial to Maven now. I wonder how this step addresses the how this step addresses though. It's just my personal opinion, really? Oh, now I'm curious. But like, I don't know. Kinda hard to choose. What ages are we gonna be in now? I'm gonna choose depending on that. And what age is the last part, like third stage? Transition when you're ready, streamer. Thank you. I will take that into consideration. 13. Then let's not transition yet. Let's transition. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. You're 13 in this one. Okay. Then I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna transition to the next stage. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Or no, I don't know. I kinda wanna, the reason I'm not going to Maven yet is that I kinda wanna draw long hair Mavis. I kinda want to draw long hair Mavis before going to be Maven, before transitioning to Maven, which is stupid. But I wanna have like a long hair Mavis first. Then we can go on the gear up. Yeah. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, change page. Rosy cheeks, freckles, acne. Do we want acne? I don't really. I was never one to get rid of acne. That's really lovely. I want that too. And size medium, chubby, standard, large, medium, glasses. Oh yeah, I want glasses. But no, not yet glasses. Or should be. The reason I'm like not sure about glasses is because I got glasses really late in my life, around adulthood. So, what happened? What the hell? That was weird. I'm gonna. Oh, we have those. You have pigtails. Wait, pigtails is kinda actually better for. This is like my. Oh yes, no, this is perfect. Yeah, let's go with that. If you scroll, I think I accidentally. Oh wait, this is even better. No, this is anime. Okay, we are doing the right thing. Thank you for glasses. You know what? Not yet. Oh, not yet. Earrings. Can't see them. Let's go with nothing. Lips, tinted. I can really see the difference. Birthmarks, scars. Let's change way. arm leg patches. Accessory type watches hats. Oh, beginner. Let's go with let's get the dresses out of the way. Right? Have these three. And then braces, necklaces. Maybe we can take braces out and put on hats. Braces? Do we want braces? Do we want braces? I'm saying it for the front brace part. Yeah, it's nice. It's a animal. It's a I feel like it fits very well for your storyline transition later. You'll know my storyline. Okay, do we want braces or not? I don't want braces. I don't. I'm gonna go with braces, man. I'm gonna have braces. I had braces for a little. Oh, yeah, I had braces for a little. Let's go. I think I'm done. Done. Comfort. Okay, we can choose we can go fun or we can go crash. I wanna go crash. I'm ready to crash, man. I'm relaxed, nervous. I'm gonna be not direct. I'm gonna be relaxed because they are good friends. Relax, crash. Are we getting ready for a crash? Are we ready for a crash? Are we ready for a crash? I think I'm ready for crashing now. And then we can go low. My feelings are good. Relax, crash. Yeah. By the way, I played this game so many times I know Chronicle Events company by heart. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's see. This is us now. This is us. Yeah. I'm a relaxed one. I can't believe there's no reverse anymore. Customize car. Choose a customized car for yourself, or let his prior experiences determine. I want co-customization leader, right? We are going to neither. We are going neither, chat. We are going to neither, right? Tell me. There's a mod supplier and but no B. Can't we make our own things? Can't we work around making a bee? I know some of the things have, you know, PMs make their own species. The point of role playing is something different from reals. No. No, my gamer. I wanted to be day to day, you're so right. Okay, by the way, tell me which one I should choose. Again. We can go humble. What's humble? You guys, I think I remember you two telling that guys wanted to see what kind of car I will get. So I kind of don't wanna. So I think neither will be spicy. Okay. I hope I don't get. I was gonna say I hope I don't get that ugly one. I kind of wanna see your car. Nothing. I found myself. Yeah. Okay. I kind of wanna see my car too. But is there a way that we can see his personality traits without customizing? Oh no, we're split. I wanna see my car. Neither is not customizing both, right? Let me save here. I'm gonna save here, right? Or right to say. And then I'm gonna say I would say both actually, just to see what kind of options we have. And then I'm gonna say go back and say neither to see what kind of call I got, okay? Okay, let's go both. Okay. Hair, glasses. Is this my guy gonna be, or is this how my guy is going to look like? Or show both of them. Let's see. Casual. Glasses, hair, necklace, jacket, casual. That's your boy? That's my boy? My boy is cute. I like my boy. He's cute. I got a cute one. I was scared of the hair. Oh, I got a lovely hair. Lovely hair. Oh. Gay pink jacket? There's a gay pink jacket? We have to see. Ah. There's only 2 options. Glasses. There's none. Left wrist. Right wrist. We could have gotten those. Necklace on. PJs. Oh. That's cute. Oh, gay jacket. No gay jacket. No gay jacket. Striker. No. No. Okay, let's say down. Warm Studios. Mixed sporting. Moderate, quiet. Okay, that's my boy. I think that's, you guys said that's my boy. Let's load up to this. Yes, I would like to load. And then neither. August ended. September began, and it was time to go back to school. Lizzie groaned and complained the entire first week. She hated going to class. Still, there were interesting things to do that couldn't be done anywhere else. We weren't sure how Cole felt about it. He was enrolled that year. That was like a sign Cole would be staying in Sunset Park for a while. At school, he was alright, but keep his distance from other kids. From what you saw anyway. Whenever he could, Cole stuck to you like a glue. He didn't even mind that much what you did past the time. As long as it was together. Sometimes it was like the things were exactly the same as when you had first met. But other times as you got older, you couldn't ignore how the feelings had changed in meaningful ways. Ooh. That year, divorce of Cole's parents were finalized. You overheard your parents talking about saying Cole's dad got full custody. At first you worried that meant bad news. It had made Mr. Holden cry apparently. Then you found out it meant Cole would keep living with his dad. He would only stay with his mom a few weeks of the year. Cole cried too, for different reasons you thought. It seemed like Cole and his dad might move on again, but Mr. Holden decided to stay after all. Her mom asked him about it once. He said he didn't want to uproot Cole's life a second time. Mr. Holden tried to get Cole to like Sunset more. He kept encouraging his son to go out and see the place. Sometimes Mr. Holden volunteered you to spend time with Cole. He seemed very confident that it was an effective strategy. Cole never talked to anyone about what happened with his parents and withdrew whenever it was brought up. It was hard for him, yet nobody knew how to help. Eventually Cole stopped crying on his own. You couldn't understand what had changed. But you had hoped that you could help him feel better still, since even without the tears, he looked sad. Maybe one day he could say out loud what he felt inside. And after that, it felt like things had come back to normal. Expect what was normal didn't stay the same. Years passed, and suddenly, you were in middle school. You weren't a kid anymore. You were 30 years old. Oh, God. grown-ass woman that officially made you a teen, even if your sister didn't agree. Toys and crayons that used to litter every free space in your room had been packed away somewhere, replaced by new hobbies. There were other changes too. Cast got taken off finally. It was weird to say ENVtuber. How long was it on initially? Underneath the pink plaster ended up being a long thin scar that snaked across his forearm. Cole's chest popped out in pride when someone drew attention to it. He also went through a major growth spurt. He was the tallest student in his class for 2 years in a row. Cole will probably hold that spot again next time. Oh, he's a tall guy. In class, people knew him for more than just being tall. He also stood out because of how well he did in tests and in other academic situations. Over the years, he had began opening up more too. You saw him talking amicably with other kids or neighbors from time to time. And the only kid that came to visit the neighborhood when you were a little shy, well, he was gone. He and his mom moved back to South because of her work, just 1 year after Cole came to Sunset Park. It had been really upsetting when he left. Lizzie was inconsolable for weeks, but nobody talked about Shina anymore. It was a long time ago. You learned some heartbreaking things became less sad, and further away they were, even if they had never gotten any better. That was sad in some way. Things at home were different too. You still lived in the same house and all, but it wasn't how it was before. Ma dyed her hair purple, wanting something new, and liked it so much she kept dyeing it. Which mom? You remember calling her mommy? Oh, mommy! Oh my god, your bitch, Cairo! Cairo, it's your bitch! The short-haired one. I wonder if her hair is still short. You remember calling her mommy as a kid, but something like that seemed awkward nowadays. You were much too old for that word. Lizzie felt too much of her nickname too. She isn't everyone calling her Elizabeth, so you did. Your mom soon gave her permission to go places other than the playground and shopping street, which you take advantage of. You rarely saw her around the old neighborhood. In fact, she hardly spent time with you and the way she did before. Elizabeth is associated more and more with the girls from school who were her own age. Maybe the difference between 13 and 15 was greater than the difference between 8 and 10. They are. You started befriending new people yourself, like Derek Suarez. Derek? He didn't live in the neighborhood or go to the same school. What happened was his and Cole's dad struck up a business partnership a few months ago. Since then, Derek would pop up in the area now and then. It seemed like Mr. Suarez was happy to let Derek tag along to his work if Derek had the time for it, yeah. We thought that everyone and everything around you had changed in small and big ways. You had too. As time went by, you thought it was easy to settle into this new normal. Then before you knew it, school was over and summer vacation had come again. Oh. I guess I should say no. Derek is one of the DLC dateable characters for Contact. Is it? How do you even do that? Like, if I get a DLC for it, am I gonna get memories for him, or is it just gonna be ending? I will show off my scar as well, so a scar of man's body is there, but I have a scar on my neck, and it's a big scar, and I really like it too, but I don't show it off. Whenever someone asks about it, I'm like, tell the story, but I really like it. I mean, it's because of, medical situations, and I had to go under knife. So it's not anything cool, but it looks cool. You have moments together? I kind of want to see that, but of course not right now. Should I say now? You guys said that my Kobe is gonna be the one that we saw, right? So I can just draw from that. Okay. I think we shall say it before we start that. Yes, this is gonna be a new save. Or like, should I save here? I'm gonna save here. Yes. I also had a scar on my arm. I showed everyone and I'm still incredibly proud of. Oh yeah. Okay. it, and it's enough for today. So let me go here. Oh shit! Stop and close the game. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh no, I closed the wrong thing. Okay, give me a second, please. Let's go to studio mode. I closed the wrong thing. My bad. I closed YouTube Studio. Get it back open, please. Get it back open. Wait, are you able to see it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Okay. No. I wanna. Yeah. Okay. Now it's good, I think. Alright. I'm ready. Very shame, but if you don't play the moment I take it, I'm pretty sure if you don't play this is neutral. What should we comment? Let me think about that. Comment about your what? Comment about your paper button mermaid. Comment about why you choose to be a mermaid or a fairy. I don't know. Comment about comment about your favorite ice cream flavor. I'm so creative. I know. I'm so creative. Comment about what? 8 more sacrifices, Mavis. I'm very choco. Yes, 8 more sacrifices. Can I ask a question? You guys can be honest, okay? You guys can be honest. I am curious about something. Do any of you, when you watch my streams, open my stream in multiple accounts at once? So I get more watch time or something. Do you guys do that? Do I have someone who open my shit in multiple accounts or no? Nope. We got one, nope. I only have one account, so no. Okay, we got two, no. The only other person that they may be doing this is right. I'm asking that because like I sometimes get, I think I commonly get around 4 to 5 regular viewers. I do unless my things are that I knew someone was doing that. Because I'm getting my views, but nobody is showing up on chat, so there has to be multiple accounts showing up. Not me, actually. It's okay. I do that too. Whenever I go watch other videos, okay, don't tell them because maybe he doesn't. No. But I sometimes, if I go watch Mocha, I open multiple accounts to support, to boost up the thing in the algorithm and such. I open multiple accounts, and he actually, right, from what I said up, so yeah. I multiple accounts that I sub to you, like, open stream or multiple. I'm not saying you should. I was just curious because I know, like, again, I see, like, if more than 3 or 4 people sometimes watching. And I'm always like, nobody's writing something, so they must be, some of y'all. Whenever I say thank you for 10 people for visiting my stream, I'm usually like, there are some not real people there. There are some not real people there, which is fine. I do that too, to support other people. But I was curious if it was me or like my imagination. Okay. Thank you, Ray. We're very kind to do that. Very kind to do that. And you don't have to do that. And nobody else has to do that. Okay, tomorrow I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I might stream, I might not. Tomorrow is Wednesday again, Thursday for me. Wednesday is the next day. So wait, tomorrow's connect to Thursday, and I have 2 days until Thursday for me. So until the collab stream, I think. Is that the case? Yeah. Okay. I don't know when my internship is gonna start again. It might be today, it might be tomorrow. So confusing to me. So I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Now there's a Bisa lurking in stream, but you'll never know. Oh, lurking, no. No. But working on internship thing, it's either today or tomorrow. Besides, zero place we accept that. That's so scary. That's so scary. I might stream tomorrow. I might not. What should I stream if I'm gonna stream? Oh, Isaac again. No. We did. Pocket mirror. We can do little sim work. We can do schedule one. We can do a new game, or we can do something else. We can do like another round of flash games. Playing flash games. That was something I wanted to do. So you choose. Which one do you think is the way to go? Good luck, good lady. Thank you. Club gonna be so high hopes. I will start writing the roles. Yeah. What do we think? What do we think about the game I should play? Schedule one, Little Silver, or Flash games. Flash games. They kinda. If I'm gonna play flash games, I'm gonna have to come up with a theme this time. Like either scare flash games, your flash games, or dating flash games. Those kind of. I wanna come up with a theme. Schedule one, schedule one is pretty fun. Okay, let's go with schedule one then. And then maybe we will do flash games after. Schedule one. We will play schedule one tomorrow if I stream. I will see you then. And thank you so much for coming. Oh wait, thank you so much for coming. But if you are watching this right now and you are not subscribed, please do subscribe so we can hang out more in the future. I appreciate any kind of interactions like shares, comment, likes, anything that will help the algorithm push me out to other people. We have a Discord in the description. If you want to join, you can join it from there. Playing schedule one tomorrow. I will see you later. Goodbye, people. Wait, before going, I wanna check something. You'll stay where you are. I think region voting is done. So I'm gonna check if I have any 10%. Wait. Awaiting results. When is it going to be? When is it going to be announced? When is it going to be announced? Wait. Oh no. Before June 15th. Okay, any day it can happen. Okay, it's an announcement. When it's announced, I'm gonna let you know. When it's announced, I'm gonna let you know. Okay, now we can go. Bye people, bye.